I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Pistoling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos.
Yo, what's good, party people? What's good? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's good? What's good? It's good to see you. Right? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm your man. I'm the host, Uncle Freezy. What's good? It's good to see y'all. Here to talk that Knicks talk. Do that Knicks stuff the way this Knicks stuff deserves to be done. What's good, party people? What's good? Kaiser Saucy is in the building. What's good? Now I know we rocking. Kaiser Saucy, the usual suspect, is in the building. What's good? Got a lot of stuff to touch on. Party people got a lot of stuff to touch on. Yo, your Knicks are for real. Right? So let me just say this first and foremost. Shout out to the bear behind me that's rocking the man is the Knicks tee. Shout out to Ron Cleveland. That's my guy. Man. Hey, but you know what, though? Party people, your New York Knicks are for real. Right? Your New York Knicks are for real. I came here this morning to tell y'all, to reiterate that the New York Knicks are for real. Right? And welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. The KMD is like what we call it. Right? Your New York Knicks are for real, brothers and sisters. Y'all are asking me why. In separate conversations, right, across this Knicks universe, I often get asked, why do I feel like the Knicks are for real? And why do I feel like I must say it to Knicks universe? And is this thing sustainable? Right? So here's the thing. It's good news, and I must tell somebody. Right? Because if it were bad news, if we sucked, everybody would be telling us. Right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing about being a Knicks fan. Right? When we are bad, Hollywood makes movies about us. Right? Whoopi Goldberg is the owner, is the coach of the team when we're bad. Right? When we're bad. When we're good, nobody says a word. Except Knicks fans. Right? When we are bad, a fictional owner wants to move our team to Seattle. Right? Right? A fictional owner wants to move our team to Seattle when we are bad. When we are bad, a dreaded up old lady coaches our team. Right? Rick Fox is crawling from up under the bed when we are bad. Right? When we are bad, that's what happens. When we are bad, Spike Lee goes on every national whatever and says, hey, we suck, and I point the finger at Dolan when we are bad. When we are good, the national media is so quiet you can hear a rat piss on cotton. Right? But not any longer. Thank you, YouTube, for giving people the platform to have their say be heard. Right? So I'm telling Rick V and Felipe 210 today, eyeball to eyeball. That's right. I called y'all out by name. Right? I'm calling out David, Mr. You Don't Know Me, and telling him, hey, listen, we are good, bro. And we hadn't been good for a long time. We've been good for a short time. But everything has to start somewhere. And our somewhere started in the middle of the season. Right? Towards the end of the season, right before All-Star break, we started being good. Right? And teams, and listen, I'm not going to start on the Knicks fans. Right? I'm not going to start on Knicks fans. I'm just going to say people in general. Like, man, y'all ain't been good now but for a minute. Right. Okay. I'll accept all of that. I'll take all of that. I'm taking all the smoke. Bring all the smoke you want. I don't care. Because the fact is, all these teams that are good had to start somewhere. The Lakers, even with LeBron, they suck, bro. Remember, it was LeBron versus the young Lakers, and they were on the same team. LeBron versus the young Lakers, and they were on the same team, bro. LeBron legit got all of them shipped out of here. All of them for Anthony Davis. And the Lakers wound up winning the championship. But you know what, though? They had to start somewhere. Okay? Y'all feel me? They had to start somewhere. Remember the Milwaukee Bucks? When Jason Kidd didn't know what to do with Giannis? They were like, he's a small forward. He moves like a guard, but he's so big. What do you do with him? Right. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember, so we have this young core of this Detroit Pistons cast-off named Chris Middleton and this dude named Giannis Kakupo. Right. That's the way we pronounce his name before we had to put respect on his name. Giannis. That's how we pronounce his name until we had to put respect on it. Right? And he made us put respect on it. Now everybody says Giannis Antetokounmpo because we had to put respect on his name. Right? Everybody had to start somewhere. We just happened to start in the middle of a season and not the beginning. Right? Our time has come. Right? Our time has come. And I'm telling you as a Knicks fan, don't run away from your time. Don't run away from your time. Enjoy it. You don't have to argue with Brooklyn Nets fans about how good you are. You know why? You know why? You don't have to argue about how good you are because the topic of that statement is good and you. So if you are good, it doesn't matter how good you are. Right? It doesn't matter how good you are because you are good. Right? Everybody has a time, right? And our time is now. So no longer are we dependent on Emmanuel Mudiay to save our franchise. Yeah, Mud, just get the rebound and dribble down court as fast as you can and throw up a shot. Nah, it's time out for that. It's time out for that. It's time out for, I think we can develop Alexei Shved into something. No, it's time out for that. It's time out for trading multiple players and first-round picks for Andrea Bargnani. Right? It's time out for that. Y'all smash that like button. Holla at your boys. Show your boys some love. Show your people some love. Show your people some love, man. Right? You don't have to listen to, and I'm not coaching you up. What I'm doing is laying out options. Right? I'm not coaching you up. I'm laying out options. Right? You don't have to listen to people that are always wrong. We should tank. We should tank and pray for a 19-year-old kid to come save us. You know, people say that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a reset season. Y'all should have tanked, man. And that way you could draft Moses Moody and have him come in here and save a franchise worth almost $3 billion. A 19-year-old kid from Arkansas comes in to save your franchise. Really? Is that how it works? Because teams draft 19-year-olds every year and they still suck. Right? Now is your time. The culture has been turned around and shifted. Right? It's our time. Everybody in the NBA says, you know what? The NBA is better when the Knicks are good. Guess what? The Knicks are good. The Knicks are good. And Tyler's dawned on me is this. I was legit watching the Chicago Bulls get beat into submission by the Knicks. Not on the scoreboard. Not on the scoreboard, but the physicality, right? Sergeant Knicks is in the building. What's good? Hey, G-Man. Hey, if you could jump on, I want you to jump on because I got to talk to you about a Chicago Bears New York Giants trade that happened yesterday. But that's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Right? The Knicks are good. I watched the New York Knicks beat the Chicago Bulls into submission, not on the scoreboard, but in will, right? I saw Thaddeus Young complaining. They're ref, they're too physical, ref. They keep touching me. I saw Saturansky catch an elbow. Was it Saturansky? It was somebody. Catch an elbow to the face from RJ Barrett. And we're like, oh my God. Oh my God, they keep touching me. He elbowed me in the lip and and you didn't call it. Oh, really? There was once a time when the Knicks were on the opposite side of that elbow. Hmm. 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 Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. There was once a time when the New York Knicks were on the opposite side of that elbow and didn't get the call. Yeah, y'all don't get that, right? Y'all don't get that. Yeah, Kobe White. Kobe White, that's right. I'm sorry. RJ Barrett, he did it. He didn't do it intentionally. You know what I'm saying? But it happened because RJ was playing physical. RJ Barrett is a jumbo guard. Right? Right? The Knicks are here. Right? See, the narrative is the Knicks defense is bringing us back to the 90s type feeling. And I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. Right? I see everybody saluting. Hey, yo, I see everybody that's saluting Uncle Freezy in the chat. I'm about to do the KMD roll call in a few seconds. I just want to get this thing off my chest. Right? Just want to share my feeling with you. Right? See, because here's the thing. as a Knicks fan, and somebody with a Knicks channel, I don't, consider myself to be separate from Kane Jerry and Bronx Jedi 76 and Rick V. I figure we are all the same, right? You know what I mean? I figure we're all the same. We all root for the Knicks. We all regular people, right? So we have this channel that we get on that we share our Knicks experience on, right? Right? Here's the thing. A man once told me that, and bear with me because this is a Looney Tunes reference, right? Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny, right? So he said, it's no fun when the rabbit has the gun, right? Meaning Elmer Fudd is funny as hell when he's shooting that shotgun at Bugs Bunny, and Bugs Bunny got to be slick, you know what I'm saying, in order to survive, right? But what happens when Bugs Bunny gets the gun? And yes, that's a shot. That's a shot at you, Brooklyn Nets. Are y'all wearing acid wash tonight? Is that what y'all wearing? Y'all wearing acid wash tonight? Right? Sin Mills. Yo, are you ready for the Knicks Morning Drive roll call? Are you ready for the Knicks Morning Drive roll call? If you ready, I need somebody to smash the like button and throw thumbs up in the chat. I need to see somebody legit, right? Throw a thumbs up in the chat and smash that like button. Okay? I need to see some thumbs up in the chat, right? And smash that like button. It's what we need to see. It's what we need to see. I need to see some energy all the way up. I need to see some energy all the way up. We do this for you. We do this for you. Like, listen, we ain't getting rich off this, Oh, talking Knicks? We ain't getting rich off this. The few pennies we make, me and City for real, no lie. City for real is my witness. The few pennies we make, we turn it around and buy swag for the Blorange Tears family, and we send it to random people. I ain't gonna drive no Bugatti off this. We do it for y'all, man. This is what we do it for. We need some thumbs up in the chat. We need y'all to get hype, right? I need for y'all to be excited about your Knicks. Let's go. Trinity in Harlem is in the building. What's good? American Lynx, you hater, is in the building. Rick V, what's good? 0.5, I see you. Kaiser Saucy, the usual suspect, is in the building. 0.5, Felipe 210 was good. My brother in Texas. Christian F was good. David, Mr. You don't know me, bruh. Mr. You don't know me was good. The Wacko Knicks fanatic was good. What is good? Anthony D, smooth like cognac, was good. CP, the artist, the undercover Brooklyn Nets fan, was good. Black University, salute. What is good? Ronald Miller, with his classy self, is in the building. What's good? I see you. Sergeant Knicks fan, G-Man for life. G-Man was good. 0.5. Bronx Jedi 76 was good. Rick V. Chef NYK is in the building. What's good? Kane Jerry is in the building. What's good? I see y'all out here. I see y'all. Sin Mirza is in the building. And I saw your Frank video. That was fire. You and the Queen. I saw that. Felipe 210 was good. Rick V says it's time for the roller call. What's good? I see y'all. Oh, MIG Mig is in the building. What's good? I see you. J-Rock Davenport. What's good? This is like a family reunion. Oh, Michael Mitchell. What's good? It's like a family reunion in here. What's good? Wayne Peterson, the distinguished gentleman, is in the building. Allah Wise, what's good? I see you. What's good? It's nothing like getting the Knicks morning drive roll call done early in the morning. It's Knicks talk, bro. Early in the morning. Shout out to the people that are shouted out, and shout out to the people that are coming in. What's good? What's good? Oh, it's a family reunion. Illmatics is in the building. What's good? What's good, party people? It's good to see all of y'all in the building. I'm about to put this thing on here. Oh, Kayate Kid is in the building. What's good? The Kayate Kid is in the building. Illmatics is in the building. It's like a family reunion all of a sudden. What's good? What's good? Who else we got? Who else we got? Yeah, man. Ain't nothing like shouting out my people. What's good? Let's get that energy up. We're going to have a great show today. We're going to talk. Oh, geez. Oh, for the love of Fred and Barney. What is this? Robert Paul is in the building. What's good, Robert Paul? What's good? Good to see you, boss. What's good? What's good? Hey, CP the artist, what's good, bro?
Good morning.
Top of the top to you, my brother.
Propaganda spreading all over my name. Say they want to bring another life to shame.
Frozen
Oh,
Kev is in the building.
Playing a game. But you dry-bad cat. Dry-bad cat. What make you dry-bad cat?
Is that
You
Dripmore?
don't know nothing about that, do you?
Is that Dripmore? Dripmore is in the building. What's good? What's good?
Frizzy,
Yo.
why dry-bad cat?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You
Hey, man,
a bad card.
Okay.
It's like, you're playing a game, like a card game, and you draw a bad card. I guess I gotta
You talking about like spades?
translate to you.
You talking about like spades?
Yes, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. You draw a bad card.
Bro, no lie, bro. I'm I-95. My people is Jersey, South Carolina, DC, Baltimore, Philly, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida. And then outside of that, some Detroit, some Cleveland, you know what I'm saying, some Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's my people. You know what I'm saying?
It's not where you're from, it's where you're at.
Okay.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I don't know the rest of the lyrics of that.
I got you. Mark Swift, what's good?
Should I wait till you finish?
Bro, I'm shouting out everybody. This is what
all right, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
This is what we do on KMD. So the Knicks are good, bro. And I'm excited, right?
Are you
I'm so excited. I'm yelling in this microphone that legit mess up the levels. The microphone can pick me up back here. But I'm so excited that I'm leaning in, hollering in a microphone.
Well, it's better to be closer because it takes away the echo. Because there is a not an echo, but there's a thing going on when you move away from the mic. But when you come close to the mic, it's really crispy.
Julian Blum, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, so the Knicks are good, bro. I saw the Knicks beat up on the Chicago Bulls the other night, and it was like a cat playing with a mouse, and it was driving Tom Thibodeau crazy, right? Because who are we?
Are you talking to me now? Are you talking to me now? Because I know you were at the chat. I don't know if you're talking to me now.
Who are we to decide that we can start toying with teams when we get bored? Who are we? Thibodeau was going crazy. Like, yo, stop playing with them and put them away. Why are we toying with this team? Put them away and let's get out of here. And Burks is coming back. Bro, New York, we here. We here. Right? So I had this talk with fans. They say they Knicks fans, but they don't never go to games. Right? I had this talk with Knicks fans. They say they're Knicks fans. They don't never go to games. They don't never buy Knicks merch. You know what I'm saying?
The price? Have you seen the price of the ticket?
They legit watch the Knicks on ESPN, who is the most biased. Hey, Chef NYK, what is Kingston JM?
Jamaica, man. Kingston, Jamaica. What is wrong with you?
Shout out to the New York Knicks fans that legit participate in the New York Knicks fandom.
I don't think I'm going to get a word in today.
Right? The Julius Randle Fat Joe interview was fire. So now you can get words in, bro. But what it is
no, you're on the rant. You're on the rant.
The energy is up. So there's this song called "Get Up, Stand Up." That's what I'm feeling right now. You ever heard it? Get up, stand up.
Of course.
Stand up for your right.
Yes, of course I have.
Okay. Bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do what? What am I doing?
Don't do that. Don't claim everything Jamaican. That's like me claiming everything American.
You should.
No, I don't claim everything American, bro. Don't claim everything Jamaican, bro.
Well, that's my culture. I came in with the songs from Bob Marley that you never even heard of.
What song was that?
What's the name of it? Draw Bad Card.
Oh my goodness. Everything revolves around CP the artist. Everything. Even our Knicks fandom.
We don't play until Sunday? Really?
Right. I think it's
gosh.
Sin Miz, you from Kingston? So Sin Miz says you should, it's our country. No. What I'm saying, I'm not saying that I don't claim anything. What I'm saying is I don't claim everything. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't claim anything. I'm saying, bro, because unlike a lot of people in this chat, I served this country and bled for this country. You know what I'm saying? Been to places on the globe that look like, when you say the name, it looks like alphabet soup to the rest of everybody.
I was going to ask you a controversial thing, but I think I'm going to say that for a private chat.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, I don't care. If you can ask whatever. I mean, if the setting is right, I'm like, yeah, I answer it.
It's right. It's right. But
no, I'm not Jamaican, bro. But I do respect everybody's culture. Because I understand that, first of all, nobody creates their culture. They come from something that their ancestors set, right? And so I respect that. But the Knicks, bro, are good.
Yeah.
The Knicks are good, bro.
They are. Speaking of the Knicks, man, why I called into the show to, talk to you. So, this morning I woke up, thought I'd throw on the Knick at Night, see what they were talking about. And you and Hoodie Kev talk about the yesterday's show with me and you. And it's crazy, Freezy. That Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina topic. And yeah, I was thinking, man, Berman isn't a reliable source for information. So let's just take him away from my my soliloquy yesterday.
Simba Singh!
I knew you were gonna interrupt me.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the universally accepted, most intelligent, most cool human being or being ever to exist in our universe, the blessed and the gracious CP the artist.
Well, thank you, my hype man. Hello, everybody. So, as I was saying, So Freezy yesterday said, and Hoodie Kev had mentioned last night that my twin brother, my clone, Taj Gibson, had said, Kevin Knox is always in practice. Always in practice. He's there before everybody. He's there after everybody. He's working hard. And that was their excuse for keeping Kevin Knox on the Knicks, his practice time. And that is a reason why he doesn't have a low motor. But this is what I want to ask you guys.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice, not a game.
CP the artist. You can't just play random stuff, bro. We can get copyright strikes for playing other people's stuff. CP the artist. You just can't play random stuff that other people own, bro. I'm sorry about that. I understand where you're coming from, and it was dope, but we just can't do that, though. You know what I'm saying? If I owned it, then I could play it. But YouTube takes pride in striking down people's channels for playing other people's audio.
Number one, that's fair use.
Okay.
You could use news clips. That's fair use.
Right. Okay.
Just like how Knick Fan TV is able to put highlights of the game, it's fair use.
Right.
Second of all,
except no, that's not how it worked. That's not how it worked. So CP buys a package, right? A package from a third party that puts a highlight package together, right? That third party obtains the usage rights from the people that own the video, right? And he plays that through them, right? So basically what happens is CP gets permission vicariously through the third party. And so the thing with fair use, and I'm telling, because I read the fine print and I communicated with YouTube, right? There is no such thing as fair use in that situation, right? I'm not trying to call you out or nothing like that, but I'm saying, and I'm not an expert, but what I'm saying is certain things are not allowed, right? And YouTube is very serious about giving copyright strikes because they want people to legit get credit and earn money, you know what I'm saying, based on what that person did. It's like me taking paintings from CP the artist and putting it on the screen and say fair use because I'm shouting out CP the artist. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Because
no, listen. You educate me on something that I didn't know.
Right.
Respectfully.
Right.
Won't do it again. I'm glad. I don't regret doing it, but I won't do it again.
No, we cool because we learned it on the fly.
Yeah. No, if you showed my art that as long as it's not printed, you're not using it for profit. That's okay.
But
you can show my art because
this is a monetized channel.
No. You're missing my point. But you're not selling my art. See what I'm saying? Like, you're not selling my art, so it's not for profit. I could never prove that you took my art, made a t-shirt out of it, whatever. You were just displaying it. Like how when I put my art on Instagram, it's no longer mine. It's Instagram's. Do you know that?
Right, but
Instagram's property.
But that's Instagram. That's a different setting, though, bro. YouTube,
it's still social. Yeah.
But YouTube don't view it like that. Is what I'm telling you.
No. You're missing my point. Like, I'm the owner of my art. Okay, you show it on your platform. I cannot sue you for just showing it because I've shown it, and you're not profiting off of it by making it into a t-shirt or poster or something like that. That's what I'm saying. If I had a music video, and a song, and you played it on your intro or something like that, then yeah, that would be something I could do. But if you showed my art, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like my logo right now. Like my logo right now. It's on your platform.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything. No, not your logo, the Blorange Tears, but CP the artist right now.
Yeah. No, I
It's just
understand that.
it's blurry. It's blurred lines. A lot of stuff I don't even understand. But getting back to my point, we were talking about practice. Not the game. Not the game. Practice. Practice.
Right. Right. So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that is blurred with you and Hoodie Kev, right? So the deal is Knox has a low motor. That's the point in question, right? And the counter to that argument is that Kevin Knox is at practice all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're at practice all the time does not mean you don't have a low motor.
And here's
right?
the thing too. Here's the thing too. My problem is never with Kevin Knox. It's not with Frank Ntilikina. I'm gonna be honest. I keep it real. You always keep it real. I believe Tom Thibodeau is just Tom Thibodeau, and a meaningless game against the Bulls. Right? He couldn't even put in Kevin Knox to dispel a couple of minutes for RJ or Reggie Bullock. Couldn't do that for him, or even the often inefficient Obi Toppin. He couldn't have done that. I mean, come on, man. It is what it is. We gotta be grateful for the winning. You know what I'm saying? But I've always looked at Tom Thibodeau, I always will, as a gift and a curse. Gift because he's a diehard winner, and that's the only thing he accepts is winning. But the ugly thing I don't like about him is that he doesn't care about developing the guys at the end of the bench. He cares about winning now, and that's just point blank. I believe we could win games with Knox and Frank, contributing something. But you know what? He don't believe that, and there's nothing I could do.
Right.
And so that's not. So my thing is not even. We are not in any disagreement. Technically, I think you root for the young guys to play, and I think you want to see them succeed and be assets. I just look at things in a reality perspective. 2 + 2 equals 4.
Oh, So
And
you look at things in reality, and nobody else does.
how about this? You know what perspective is, right? Like a bald eagle.
So what's perspective?
A bald eagle could see 100 miles away because of the vision from 100 miles up, okay, in the air. But an ant could see only what's close to the ground. There's 2 different perspectives. It's a big world, but there's always more than one perspective. And we are saying the same things. I think we're in. I don't think I'm far off by saying that I want Kevin Knox and Frank Ntilikina to be here long term. But at the same time, actions speak louder than words, bro. You know one thing, me and my baby.
You remember that song
My
Action?
mom.
You remember that song Action?
Action.
By Terra Fabulous?
Yeah. Well, you're in the Jamaican roots, man. I knew, man. I know you had some curry goat in you, man. I know you had some oxtails and some rice and beans and some plantains in you, bro.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do plantains
Actions.
often, but oxtail is I thought that was African.
Well, here's the thing though.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Most
Tender
Caribbean,
satisfaction. Yeah.
yeah. Most Jamaicans, most Caribbean people derive and have their foods and their culture has a part of African in it. And I could go on forever about that from what I've learned. But we're gonna stick on the Knicks. And actions speak louder than words. And Tom Thibodeau's actions speak to me louder than what your what do you call it? Your optimism is saying about Frank and Knox. That's all I'm saying. I look at a person's actions and that's it. I don't care about their words. I don't care about their words. I care about their actions. All my in business, love, everything. Actions. Sports, their actions. When the Jets, they traded Sam Darnold, their actions were saying, "Hey, we're going for a quarterback this year in the draft."
Right. Yeah, the Jets are trash.
I have no idea what Zach Efron's gonna do for my Jets.
Wow.
He looks like Zach Efron, man. Well, he came out. I was like, "Who's this little boy? This little boy is my new quarterback."
Yes.
like,
Hadn't
like,
proven a
like,
thing.
I'm looking at this little boy. Like, man, is he even old enough to be in the NFL?
Okay. I'm just
You know
saying
what I'm saying?
the Jets are trash, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Jets are
They have
trash.
they have just this year before I give up on them, man. They're gonna join my Mets in purgatory.
You can't
'Cause
give up on them,
I'm
bro. That's your team.
I don't care.
You can't give up on them. That's
I'm
your team.
45. I'm 45 years old.
You act like
And
you
here's
double
the
parked.
no. Listen, I am double parked. Listen, right? I'm getting bored of football. I have not watched one full game of football in the last maybe 2 or 3 years. Honestly, bro. And I was a big fan. I think they changed the sport too much. I think they're soft. You know what I'm saying? I miss the hitting. You know, I miss. Man, I miss so much. Like it's just, and this is how I felt with baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, uh, was it the 86, 87 Mets?
Right.
Was that the year? Help me out. I
Which
meant
year?
I missed that. I missed the Subway series. You know what I'm saying? I missed the hype of that. I don't feel like baseball has the same allure that it used to.
Right.
And now football is getting that way. And I think, listen, man, you remember MTV Uncle Freezy?
Yes.
When was the last time you watched MTV?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Thank you. What about ESPN? When was the last time you watched ESPN?
I haven't watched it in a long time, bro.
Oh, you see how it's going? You see how it's going? You see,
Right.
we live in an age, right? And you are a content creator, and I'm a content creator, right?
Right. Right.
It's about having your thumb, having the pulse of the zeitgeist,
Okay.
having the pulse on the people, and understanding trends, understanding what people want. And the NFL is going down. It's still one of the most popular
It's
sports.
about to go down.
It's one of the most popular sports still, but the ratings are down. people are losing interest. You know, it's not the same game. It's not the same game as it used to be. Having Tom Brady in the Super Bowl every single year, I think it's kind of weighed people down. Having the Cowboys suck is weighing people down.
Right.
Having the Steelers be bad has weighed people down. Having the Giants and the Jets bad has weighed people down. The 49ers are bad is weighing people down.
Right.
Now the Knicks,
Wow.
the Knicks being good, it's raising the NBA. The NBA needs
Word up.
this.
Raise it up. Okay, I feel you.
You know. So, yeah, they got this year, or I'm out. I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out completely. And as for the
You
Knicks,
sound like the most fair weather of the fair weather fans.
first of all,
Do you have a
30
green
years.
and white umbrella for bad weather?
Uncle Freezy, over 30 years I've been a fan of these teams, bro.
Salute Coach
Over
Z. What's good?
30 years. There is a woman with 5 kids at 30, right? Living. 30 years. You know how long 30 years is, man?
Yes.
And not one championship?
I've
Over
almost
30
done it.
years. Matter of fact, 35 years, because I've been a fan since I was 10. 10 years old, man. Don't
Okay.
talk to me about fair weather fan. I've been a fan so long, it's like I'm tired, man. It's like you know, people waiting for the George R.R. Martin book.
How do you support your team? It's like waiting on the Dr. Dre album. How do you support your team though?
How do I support my team? I have one team, and that's the Knicks. To be honest with you.
Okay.
And I talk about it. I root for them. I got a league pass.
So this is how I support CP the artist, right? Because CP the artist is let me get this screen right for first of all. So CP the artist is a very in my very short time of being around CP the artist, I realized that CP the artist is a complicated person.
I like that.
Right? Okay, I'm not stroking ego here. Right? This is about the Knicks. This is about the Knicks, right? CP the artist is a complicated person, right? Because there is a certain level of humility wrapped around hot dog and narcissism, right? CP the artist is like, yeah, I'm good and I know it, but I'll help out, people as I can. You know what I'm saying? That's what being around CP the artist is, right? Right. But CP the artist, this is how you support your team, and this is how teams like the Knicks that can't get out of their own way get driven. See, the Knicks were stuck in a ditch, and this is how you get them out of the ditch and back on the highway. You push them. You push them, right? You push them. That's how it works, right? So, but you know what happens with Jets fans? Jets fans don't have stamina.
Oh my God!
What they do is, maybe, they make excuses.
What do you mean? We got the longest drought. We call it championship drought in all of New York sports. What are you talking about?
And they
longer than the Knicks.
And they deserve it.
So disrespectful.
Nah, they deserve it. It's legit. Like if an artist came up to you and had lesser skills than you, should I compare them to CP the artist?
No.
Exactly. So what are we talking about?
But
what are we talking about, bro?
but in fairness, right? Even if a artist has lesser skills than
Coach
me,
Zach is in the building. What?
even if a artist has less talent than me, hard work beats talent all the time.
No.
It does. It
Hard
does.
work does not beat talent, bro.
Beats talent.
Talent beats talent, bro.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not in my world. Not in this world either. Even in this YouTube space. There's so many people. And I'm just talking. It's from conversations I've had and things I've seen. People are successful, especially on this platform, because of their hard work, not because they're most talented. There's so many talented people in this YouTube space that won't have the subscription as, I don't know, a Nick Fan TV. I know CP. CP is a hard worker, bro.
I don't know him. I've spoken to him a couple times.
Yeah, he is a hard.
But he is not gonna outwork Uncle Freezy. That's just the way it goes. Because I'm gonna do 2 live streams a day, work a full-time job. Right, this is me. I'm gonna do 2 live streams a day. I'm gonna work a full-time job, and I'm gonna manage the Blorange Tears family behind the scenes. I'm gonna work with guys like RC Creative. I'm gonna work with guys like CP the Artist. Right. Okay. I'm gonna work with guys like the new Knicks. I'm gonna work with everybody behind the scenes. I'm gonna get like a total every day of about 3 hours and 17 minutes of sleep every day, and be thankful for it. Right. And be thankful for it. Like, thank you, God, for allowing me the time to rest my eyes and jump back up healthy. Right.
Amen.
That's what we do. We work. That's what we do.
Segue.
Because cat like CP the Artist only have 2 jobs. The lazy bum have 2 jobs. Uncle Freezy has 9 jobs.
I wish I had just 2 jobs.
Right.
I wish I had 2 jobs, man. Let me tell you something. My busy season is coming.
And listen, hey, shout out to CP. I hope he watches. Shout out to CP. Man, I love CP, right? I think people have this conception or perception that since I love Sam Russell like a brother, like I love Sam Russell like a brother, because the conversations we had while I was going through some stuff, that man manned up and opened up to me like a G. You know what I'm saying? I had legit had conversations with people.
He's one of those, man. He's one of those guys.
Right. So the thing is, so people think just because I love Sam Russell that I can't love CP. I love CP, and I love CK2K, and I love Terry and Trey, right? And I love what people don't know, and CP. So now I will stroke your ego. So be prepared. I'm gonna put you on ISO screen, right? So listen. So this is me being real, right? And I'm about to get back to the Knicks because I like talking Knicks. I don't like talking this other stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to segue.
Right. So here's the thing. Oh, Evergreen G's in the building. I got to throw the invite in the chat for Evergreen G, because every time he show up, he got to know that the door is open for Evergreen G, right? So here's the thing, bro. Every time I check YouTube analytics, which is about 19 times a day, right? So I see there are new Knicks content creators on the platform, right? And no lie. And this is not me bragging, but they wish they could beat us. They wish they could beat Blorange Tears. Not all of them, because there are some big dogs, right? Like in the grand scheme of things, your Blorange Tears is ranked in the top 25 of YouTube content creators, because there's a bunch of guys that do great work. Like my main man, my ace, Jonathan Macri at Knicks Film School. Like the entertainer talking sports. It's my guy. Right? Ryan Cleveland, man. A bunch of people that do it. But there are other small guys that do it. They do live streams and they get 2 views, like 2 people on, and they rocking because the last time they did it, they had 1. Right? And they like, yo, one of these days I'm gonna be like Blorange Tears, because Blorange Tears be having that cat CP the artist. You know, he an artist, he jet setting, he live in Atlanta, he a Knicks fan. That dude be talking, he all smart, he tall, he good looking, he got things going on. He mess around with Joe Budden. You know, he mess around with CP from Knicks
CP,
Fan TV. Yeah, he mess around with a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's little guys out there that legit, you know what I'm saying? You know, legit little guys out there looking at us like, yo, I want to be like that one time. And listen, this ain't about me or Blorange Tears. This is stroking the ego of the chat. So if you're in the chat listening to me right now, little guys are looking, they like, dang, that Blorange Tears family grew from something to nothing in no time.
Can I interject and give you
can you let me
praise?
finish stroking ego? Let me finish stroking ego first, and then I'll move out of the way. Let me
I was gonna politely stroke yours. Pause.
No, I don't know. Pause. So the thing is people legit, they hustle, man. They do this thing, man. They be trying to, and they kind of wish they could be in this space that a few of us occupy. And y'all keep on working hard, y'all get there. But it does take, CP the artist says it takes a lot of hard work. It does take some talent too. So
yeah.
But anyway, my point is, when I have the CP the artist on the show, when I have the Sin Miz on the show, when I have the G-Man for life on the joint, when I have the Coach Z's on the joint, you know what I'm saying? People look at that and like, yo, I can't believe Uncle Freezy got CP the artist on the joint. That's amazing. Right? That's amazing. But here's the thing. I don't want to talk about that. What I want to talk about is this. This is a Knicks channel, bro.
Uh-huh.
We should be talking about them Knicks. Our Knicks are good.
All right, let me close something because I have to give you your flowers.
June 1.
So one thing I do is I analyze. The thing about the show is the people, the Blorange Tears.
David Parker. Hey, yo.
So disrespectful when I'm trying to make a point. Listen, the thing that's special about Blorange Tears, from GI to Hoodie Kev to the Nick Freaky, everybody, right? Everybody is like a Marvel character. They all have these strengths. It's like the X-Men, right? You know, and you are, you know, you sit in a chair with your bald head. You're Dr. Xavier's.
What?
Professor Charles Xavier's.
What?
You're Charles Xavier's. You got the bald head. You sit in the chair, and you mind control.
No
things. Yeah, you start beefs, as you do.
No, I don't, man.
You have your arch, nemesis. You know what I'm saying? I think Hoodie Kev is Magneto. You know what I mean? I might be Apocalypse. Well, anyway, the special thing about the show is
you got to be the strongest character, really. Okay.
What? I love the Apocalypse. I hated that movie. Side note, but it's the people, man. Like, you genuinely see real cats on here, like for real cats, and it's like a podcast on top of a podcast on top of a podcast on top of a podcast. You know what I'm saying? And salute to you. And this is all you because you attracted all this.
We are different, bro.
You attracted all this because like attracts like. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So we're different, bro. I remember being on Nothing But Knicks, not trying to cut you off, but being on Nothing But Knicks, and it felt like the Oprah Winfrey Show, right? Mm-hmm. And so the thing is I feel like I'm smart and eloquent. I can put points together, right? And things that are relevant, I can take two things that are not relevant, put them together, make a point, and express it in a way that people understand in a real quick, in a real short space of time. I can do that,
The Charles
right?
Xavier's, man.
But the thing is though, I don't want to do that. Right. So I used to do that on Sim's joint. Sim's joint is like the Oprah Winfrey show, bro. Broke the mold. Right? Broke the mold. Like I used to watch YouTube before Sim, and cats used to have videos out there and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I like that. But Sim's joint was something. And Casey's joint is something also, bro. And Mac and them, Mac with the young boy at Nip Film School. They doing something, bro.
Right.
Macri has all them young boy. They doing something at Knicks Film School, bro. Shout out to Macri and them fella at Knicks Film School, right? So, but this right here is Jerry Springer. I want CP the artist to come on here with his big ego, so big that it can barely fit on the screen. Everybody else have to be little like this. I don't mind that. I like that. Because if we talking Knicks, I love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, still waiting for Chop It Up.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
All right. So you were going to segue to talk Knicks. What were you going to say?
That this is out and I'm so giddy I can't stand myself. Right?
You're so excited and you just can't hide it?
Right. Kinda.
About to lose control and
right.
You think you like it?
Right. Kinda. This is out right now. I just put a link in the chat to the new Knicks freestyle, fresh off edit from RC Creative. Right? If you want to hear some dope points from the Ghetto Intellect and Free Keith, right? Don't be judging me on the way that I say Keith. I'm from New Jersey. Keith is Keith.
KEF. Yep. This is a fact. Could you say sandwich? Right?
Sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Sandwich.
I put a G in there for some reason.
So this Knicks morning drive thing, man, what I wanted to do is make sure that people here understand that this Knicks team is for real, bro. And we might mess around and make the NBA Finals. Can we win it? I'm not sure if we can win. Right? I'm not for sure if we can win, but I think there is a pathway for us to get to the NBA Finals. A pathway to get to the NBA Finals. Right? There is a pathway for us to get to the NBA Finals, and it's not as bumpy of a road as what people think. Robert Paul says it is called a sandwich.
Sandwich. I've never used sandwich.
Sandwich.
I would say sandwich. Sang. Okay. I don't know why I keep saying sandwich.
Bro, it's the what's the language you said that I need to pay attention to?
Patois?
Patra.
Not Patra. Patois.
Patra.
Patois.
Right.
I
met her, no lie. I met her in this club in Houston, Texas, called the 9.9. Right? This girl that I met that I legit had proposed to in front of her mama, had her mama crying, her daddy crying, fighting back tears. This dude in the army proposed to his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Then I left town like a clown, didn't say nothing to the girl. She ain't seen me for like a year and a half. She like, what happened to the engagement? She see me, she throw a drink in my shirt, right? When my homeboys tell a story, they like, yo, that girl was like 7 foot tall. She slapped Uncle Freezy across the table. It looked like a cowboy movie. No, she didn't. The girl legit just threw a drink in my face and cussed at me and walked out. And I was gonna go talk to her, but her friends got in the way. Like they legit blocked me. And I looked down at that shirt that I spent like $40 for. Yo, $40 for a shirt in like 1990? Bro, that's bread. That's money, bro. That's money.
I spent $70 on a shirt.
Right. $40 in 19 and there's like 89, 90, 91. What something?
I will say this though.
So let me finish. So I went to the bar, CP the artist. I went to the bar to get this joint off my shirt, and there was Patra. She had just stopped performing. And so I tried to holler. I was like, yo, this is my Janet Jackson moment, but she right here.
In a wet t-shirt? In a wet shirt.
Yeah, but I was rocked up back then. Back then, the military had me listed as 6'5", 213. And I felt like I was rocked up, right? Muscles everywhere at 213, bro. So, I started to take my shirt off, you know what I'm saying? But, whatever. Yeah, it's Agent Super Argo said, Le Tigra. But yo, anyway, I saw Patra. I tried to holler. I was like, yo, I looked Patra dead in the side of her ear and was like, yo, don't you let this moment pass you by, girl. She was like, get out my face. And I was like, yo,
you're having a rough night.
Yeah. So I went so legit. I was like, yo, I would buy you another drink, but I want you to hear me clearly. She was like, get out of my face before I have security beat you up. Right. And I was like, yo, don't let this moment pass you by. You know what I'm saying? The man of your dreams is right here. You know what I'm saying? I would wake you up right now, but I want you to enjoy this moment. And she was like, security, come get this guy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, that's enough. Like legit, I used my best line back then. I was like, yo, I would pinch you to wake you up out of this dream, but I want you to relish this moment right here. The man of your dreams is right here. This is what I used to tell girls, just straight up, eyeball to eyeball. But she wouldn't even look at me. I was staring dead in the side of her ear.
I'm not getting over that rough night you had. A drink poured on you and Patra dissed you?
Yes.
Golly, man. I mean,
bro, I'm Uncle Freezy. I'm unflappable. That's why that's why I'm not Freezy. I'm Uncle Freezy because I earned this title from the School of Hard Knocks.
Well, you're a married man now, so I don't think you would make those same mistakes today.
No,
if you were anything.
Nah, man.
Because I don't think
Yo, look who here.
Young you. Who's here?
Hey, the Nick Gas Oracle is here. What's good? You sort of hit me up or you sort of DM me, bro. What's good? He sort of DM me, right? He's like, yo, Uncle Freezy, yeah, I'm a DM you. Hey, the Knicks Gas Oracle be the main ones on the gram. Be like, yo, Uncle Freezy stuck on himself, man. You know what I'm saying? He will never hit nobody back.
Is that the same Nick Gas? That's the comedian that lives out in Cali. He was here a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's the same one? Okay. Yeah. I know he put Oracle in his name. But other than that, shout out to him. Love when he's on here. Shout out to the You heard what I said yesterday. You heard what I said yesterday, but you didn't respond about it. Like the young cats, you gotta salute them, man. I think you have though.
Who?
The young cats, man. Like when they were holding down like for 4 hours. The other day. I just like them, man.
G Money, Hadouken Sharon.
Yes,
they are legit talented, bro.
Yes,
and Cully jumped on. Cully, aka Jay-Z, talking about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? All I want to do is hear him say The Rock. And once he say The Rock, You know what I'm saying? That'll get us about 200 likes.
I think you have a network. I think you have a network. Think about this.
Kind of, sort of.
You have you have a network, and oh no, I think this conversation we should have on the phone. So, but I think I have a diabolical plan for you.
Okay. So RJ Barrett is going to be a superstar. I'm telling you, this time next year, people are going to be like, do you trade for Devin Booker or RJ Barrett? Estelita, what's good?
On that conversation of his superstar that we had like a couple of weeks ago, one thing that we neglected to say?
Why is Estelita showing love to CP?
Because I'm the best. Now listen. The reason why we haven't had a complete conversation about that RJ Barrett being a superstar is because he has to be in a playoff situation, which is coming. And then we will definitely see him shine.
Why is the bar set different for RJ Barrett?
That's for everybody.
No, it's not for everybody.
Yes, it is. Because it's a problem with James Harden. James Harden has great regular seasons and mediocre playoffs. That's why there's a debate.
CP, listen to the way listen to the way I phrased the question. I'm not disputing what you said. I'm asking you to elaborate on your statement.
I am.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not disputing what you're saying now.
That's my baby. Oh, that's my baby out there. That's Mamacita in the chat. Mamacita's in the chat. But as I was saying,
bro, we're not gonna return this. We're not gonna return this into Tinder, bro. You got one lady friend, and that's the one who we gonna accept. If other lady friends start jumping in the chat, bro, we ain't get ready to do that.
Esther Lolita is the girl. Is my girl. That's her.
Oh, hey, mommy, what's good?
Thank you. Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on with the showing the love to CP the artist. We used to get ready to shut that down. We ain't
she gotta get love to daddy, man. I'm daddy. Come on now. Come on now.
All right.
What do you think? If Miss Mocha was in the chat, you know what I'm saying? What would she say, huh? So
Justin King, what's good? What's good?
As I was saying, RJ needs those moments, the primetime moments, to shine. Because what makes you a star is the primetime moments. We are Knicks fans, and we have not had national televised games until this year, correct? So people have not seen the maturation and what RJ can do and who he is. Nobody watches ESPN anymore to watch highlights, even if there is one of the Knicks, number one. So when we make the playoffs, that's when people are going to start jumping on the bandwagon, the RJ bandwagon. Watch.
Bro, what I'm saying to you is
we know his potential.
What I'm saying to you is, and the reason why I questioned what you said was other players on other teams have their bar set differently, right? Devin Booker, think about this. Devin Booker did not make his name in the playoffs. He did not, right? Zach LaVine did not make his name in the playoffs. Bradley Beal did not make his name in the playoffs, even though he was in the playoffs a few times, but he didn't make his name in the playoffs. John Wall made his name in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. RJ Barrett has the bar lifted so high for him to succeed. or be a star, that it's not fair. Like last year, RJ Barrett should have been on the all rookie team, right? First team, all
Yes.
rookie, should
Yes.
have been,
Agreed. Agreed.
right? But he
Agreed.
wasn't, because the bar is set too high for stars in New York, right? And what it is people that love Kobe. Hey, Kelly Clarkson. Hey, y'all. Hey, so the thing about Kobe is people didn't embrace Kobe Bryant off the rip. They didn't embrace Kobe. Kobe Bryant was in the Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, Ray Allen, Steve Nash draft, right? They didn't embrace Kobe Bryant right off the rip. Kobe Bryant had to put in years of work for people to embrace him, right? And he fell into a fortunate situation where there are a ton of Lakers fans across this country. But people weren't checking for Kobe out of high school. There's like, who is this dude? He taking Brandy to the prom? Who does this dude think he is? Right? Brandy was hot as fish grease at the time. You could have said that Brandy was taking him to his prom. You know what I'm saying? Because Brandy was legit on fire at the time, right? I mean, come on.
But
they didn't embrace Kobe. They didn't embrace Kobe like that. And it's the same thing with your RJ Barrett, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro.
Here's why. You mentioned
okay. So I don't get a chance to explain. What I'm saying is this: the thing with RJ Barrett is this: when you come in and you tell everybody how good you're gonna be, your enemies line up against you. Period.
Facts. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And you couple that with a franchise that has been down forever and is disrespected at every turn.
True.
And then you take into account where this guy was the number one player in his high school class, right? For at least 2 years, right? He gets drafted over by a guy that's a generational talent and a guy that is the perfect fit for the NBA point guard position. And now Zion steals a ton of the spotlight, and Ja Morant is an easy fit, an easy transition into the NBA, especially in a small market where he can make mistakes and they will go unnoticed.
True.
But his highlights will be on SportsCenter.
Right.
But not RJ Barrett. Every mistake that RJ Barrett makes is going to be covered by 19 newspapers and 77 dudes from the media at every game. I think it's not even 70. I think it's 127 guys, 128 guys that cover the Knicks, the beat writers and stuff, right? Zion has 6, and they're nice. Ja Morant probably has 4, and they're probably nice. RJ Barrett has 128, and one of them's name is Mark Berman.
Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead.
Listen, I understand your point about the media. And here's what I wanted to say. You mentioned Devin Booker and why he's the superstar but hasn't had those playoff moments. The other side of the coin of that is this. Devin Booker scored 70 points in one game. That's big. RJ hasn't done that.
Right.
Devin Booker, whether you like it or not, was dating a Kardashian. This writes newspaper articles. We know that RJ Barrett is nothing like that. He has a beautiful girlfriend, I believe a college sweetheart, maybe high school. I'm not sure where she's from, but they've been together for a while. She's she plays for Michigan also. He is a lunch pail guy. He goes to work and he comes home and he works. That is a New York bred type of player. Everybody else that we talked about that is quote unquote stars, from media made stars. You know what I'm saying? Do well on the court, but off the court, that's where their marketability is. So RJ, he does very well on the court, but off the court, the Puma deal, it's not enough to push the envelope. But the great thing is, with marketability, he could have his marketability in the playoffs. In the playoffs. Geriatric Man says, what does have to anything to do with playing basketball? Geriatric Man, this is what it has to do.
Who's
right?
Geriatric Man?
G-Man.
G-Man.
Yeah, that's what the G stands for.
So why is he geriatric? Me and G-Man the same age, bro.
Yeah, are geriatrics.
I think we're the same age. I think we're around the same age. I think so.
Yeah, both geriatrics. That, you can't have that without the social. Like, look at the Ball family, right? The Ball family they're stars. They got a multi-million-dollar contract with Facebook to do a show because of marketability. It had nothing to do with what they do on the court. You had one brother that was struggling in the NBA, Lonzo Ball. You had another brother. He's famous for stealing luxury eyeglasses.
Right.
And then one that was in and out of high school, going across the seas and so forth and so on. And this was marketable. This what made stars. So unfortunately, RJ doesn't have that. But my thing is, because we're making the playoffs, he's going to solidify his name in the playoffs. Watch. Because you're going to have more eyes on RJ.
Bro, what I'm saying is I understand that what you said, right? But I'm saying Devin Booker is doing this stuff in Phoenix, Arizona. Right?
He's dating a Kardashian. That matters. I hate to be that guy, but that matters. They are $1 billion franchise, the Kardashians. He just being with look, what's his name is a bigger star than RJ, and he's not as good as RJ. Kyle Kuzma. Why? He started messing with a Kardashian, and now he's with that supermodel. I forgot her name. The one with the vitiligo. Beautiful woman, by the way. You know what I'm saying? They have trillions of followers. Let's get Geriatric Man.
Good. Let me get this screen right. Oh, no, not that. There we go. CP have to take the #1 spot. There you go. So let me say what's good to my man, Sergeant Knicks fan, G-Man for life. What is good, my brother?
What's going on, Uncle Freezy?
Hey, man.
CP the artist. I am supposed to be legitly working right now on my real day job, right? But there are certain things that I cannot just allow to go unchecked, right? So when you get up here and you get on these rants that you go on, rants. I'm gonna call them rants. You get on these rants that you go on, and at the beginning of the rant, you start off like really good, right? It's like getting in your car and going to the mall. That's the purpose that you got in the car. You're going to the mall, but you have detoured. You went to 7-Eleven, you went to Krispy Kreme, you went to Sam's Wholesale, and forgot all about the mall. Right. And then by the time you get back home, you like, oh, I was supposed to go to the mall. So you legit talking about RJ Barrett's stardom being based on who he dates?
Yes.
Well, playing basketball, dude. Don't nobody care. Look, okay, let me ask you this. What made Michael Jordan famous?
Talent and marketability.
Talent and marketability from doing what?
Being a star.
Doing what? I'm gonna make you say it. You don't want to, but I'm gonna make you say it.
What? Yeah, he played basketball, but you're gonna put RJ Barrett and Michael Jordan in the same sentence?
No,
really?
Said that's not what you're doing.
He
You're
scored
not
63
nope,
points in the game and
nope,
then came
nope,
back and
nope,
scored
nope.
what 50 or something like that.
Nope.
That Michael Jordan you're comparing with R.J. Barrett. This is a bad comparison.
So this
You know
is
that,
where
right?
this is where you go astray at, because
You're
now
going astray.
No. So let me break it down to you real quick. I'm gonna have to treat you like a private now. So this is what we're gonna do.
Private.
Yeah, that's a military thing. You wouldn't understand. So
Right.
first of all, I want you to stand with your feet at 10 and 2. Let's do that first, and that'll help the blood flow to your brain a little bit better, right? So the comparison that I'm making here is Michael Jordan would not be Michael Jordan, the famous Michael Jordan, without basketball. That is the foundation. Now, everything else that Michael Jordan accomplished was because of him playing ball. Same thing with R.J. Barrett, right? I understand that we want to see him prove himself in the playoffs, but the playoffs would be what makes him successful or star material. Just not going to happen. If he's got it, he's got it. People understand that. And then, just like a Michael Jordan or a LeBron James or any of these other guys that we're talking about here, that's when the marketability comes. That's when you get the shoe deals, the commercial deals, and these type things. And, that's when you may get a Kardashian that wants to look at you. But all that's second and third order effects based on what your primary goal is, which is to play basketball.
Is Lonzo Ball a better player than R.J. Barrett?
Right now?
Yes. And when he came out?
No.
Okay. But he's a bigger star in the league
No.
than
No,
R.J.
he's
Barrett.
not. No, he's not.
See it?
He's not.
Who gave Lonzo Ball? I mean, who gave R.J. Barrett $1 million reality show?
Who cares? What does that have to do?
Look, we are not living in the 1960s, bro. When it comes to star power, media sells. Social media sells.
So-
R.J. Barrett, no.
Go ahead.
I'm not disparaging R.J. Barrett for not being a good basketball player. The question was, why isn't the media, recognizing him as a star? And the media, they do not care about what you care about, which is pure basketball. They care about clicks.
Okay. So
Use Michael Jordan. He scored 60 points, 63 points, I think it was, and then in the playoff game against the Celtics, you know what I'm saying? And then came back and scored 54 or 55, something like that against them, whatever. That was a big time thing. And then he wore the black and red Air Jordans, which was banned from the league. He hooked up with Spike Lee during the height of the hip hop era and became a marketing giant, a branding giant, right? R.J. Barrett signed a deal with Puma, backed by Jay-Z, right? In the biggest media market in the world. And we are even talking about having a conversation about why he's not a star?
yeah. So let me help you out. So first of all, let's rewind and talk about what the original statement was. Because
habitual is the word. Habitual goalpost mover by the name of CP Artist. Habitual goalpost mover. That's what he does. And that's how he cons the people into thinking that he's right. Because when an argument comes up, he ducks and dodges the point to make a completely irrelevant point. So my question to Mr. Habitual is, name me one star that was bad at basketball.
What?
Name me a star.
You heard him. He said,
that
name
played
a
basketball
star.
Name me a star that played basketball badly that got all of the media attention. Can you do that?
Lonzo Ball.
The
Lonzo Ball.
answer is absolutely not.
Lonzo Ball.
You can't do that. We know
Lonzo
this.
Ball.
So in order for R.J. Barrett to get that Puma deal,
Wait.
Something.
I answered your question. I answered your question. So what's your rebuttal? Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball is not bad at basketball.
No. What was your answer?
Time out. Let's go back to his rookie year. He averaged 7 points, 7 assists, like 10 rebounds.
So
9 rebounds. Right? And Lonzo Ball. He had a multi-million dollar, and he had a multi-million-dollar. Oh, here's one more. Tim Tebow. We got to say about that, Evergreen. Tim Tebow.
See,
Tim Tebow doesn't play basketball.
Hold on, again.
Wait, he acts a star. Who cares? He acts a star.
No, he said he said a star that was good at basketball. Or bad at basketball.
I got it. Freezy, I got it. Watch. This is why I said habitual goalpost mover. Look what he did. Right? I said name me a basketball that played badly. Right?
He went to a totally different sport to make his point.
I gave him Lonzo Ball.
No. Watch what he did. Watch what he did. Right? When you're talking about media coverage and you're talking about a player that gets a deal, he had to have played basketball somewhere well, right? So he brought up Lonzo Ball. Was Lonzo Ball hooping at UCLA?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't that great.
Who else did he bring up? He brought up Tim Tebow.
You said one. I gave you one.
Was Tim Tebow?
I gave you one.
Lonzo Ball. What I'm saying is, Lonzo Ball
moved the goalpost. I moved the goalpost when I answered you the question.
No. You answered the question wrongly. You answered the question.
I answered it rightly. You just didn't accept the question.
You moved the goalpost.
Hold on.
You moved the.
I answered your question, and you had no rebuttal for it.
Name a player, right, that played bad basketball, right?
Lonzo Ball. How many times I got to repeat it? Lonzo Ball. How many times I got to repeat it?
Lonzo Ball got the media. No. Lonzo Ball got the media coverage because he was playing good basketball. And when he was playing basketball, he got no media coverage.
Can I say something?
He already had a contract. The contract for the ball.
His daddy gave him the media thing. So don't even come here and say any star that didn't play. But and Lonzo Ball is a star. Go ahead, dude in the car.
Was that show about Lonzo Ball, or was that show about Lonzo Ball?
Hey, G-Man for life. I'm gonna grab something to eat real quick and come right back.
You lost.
Okay. All right, bro.
You lost. I answered your question. And you lost.
Goalpost on you.
All right, everybody else needs to talk.
Listen, just because you say words, it doesn't mean that you answered the question. If I ask you what 2 + 2 is, if I ask you what 2 + 2 is, and you tell me that the sky is blue, that does not mean you answered the question, my friend. You are a habitual goalpost mover.
I gave you my answer.
Habitual goalpost mover. Habitual goalpost mover.
Yet again.
You're contradicting yourself.
It's okay.
It's very contradicting. Like I feel like you came back with Tim Tebow because everybody hates Tim Tebow. So now you bring him out to get somebody on your side. It's kind of hypocritical. Look, Lonzo Ball was great in UCLA. He was one game away. He was actually good in UCLA. Another thing is you saying that the media loves players because of how popular they are. Well, Lonzo Ball on year 1, he was already selling NBA jerseys, so he already came with a popularity. So, let's not say he was a bad player. Did he underperform? Yeah, but guess what? The Ball family is a gift that kids don't give in. they gave us another ball just in case you don't. So don't try to under-legitimize what they done to try to make your point. You didn't believe in the Knicks, and you keep bringing more excuses to undermine our team, and we're calling you out, CP, the con artist.
There you go. There you go.
Shots fired.
Mover.
Oh, snap.
So,
First of all,
Volunteers, you are witnessing a wolf in sheep's clothing.
just
That's
because
what
you
you are
can
seeing
scream,
right now.
you could do all that
You're
screaming you want.
CP,
You can do all that
you're like-
screaming you want. Just
CP, you're
because
like-
you hate a dude's opinion doesn't
CP,
matter to me.
CP, you work for
First of all-
Edgar Hoover. You're like Contel Pro. You're an infiltrator.
First of all, it was LeVar Ball that pumped his sons up to the media. They were on First Take every morning. They were on Fox
So as a black father, is that a wrong thing? Isn't that what a father should be doing? Should be on their son's career?
Let's stick to the topic.
We have left the topic way in the dust because this is not how this conversation initially started.
Thanks to thanks to this loudmouth over here yelling into the camera.
Watch, listen,
Just because you're yelling doesn't make you any more writer.
Can you pump up a player if he's playing badly?
What?
You can.
Yes, you can.
You can't pump up a player if he's playing badly. If Lonzo Ball was trash, that means that everything that LeVar Ball was saying would have gotten no media coverage. But everything LeVar Ball was saying was being backed up when he was at UCLA. So yes, what LeVar Ball was saying was valid. He could do that.
You're telling me.
If Lonzo Ball was coming out,
go ahead. I'm gonna let you scream. Go ahead, scream.
And 6 points. If Lonzo Ball came in and was only averaging 2 assists and 6 points a game on 5 turnovers, he's playing basketball. Nothing that LeVar Ball would have said to ESPN or any other media outlet would have held any water. So yes, LeVar Ball was able to pump up his son. Absolutely. But he had to have played good basketball in order for the pumps to work. Listen, when those Nike pumps came out, they didn't do nothing for the sneaker. They didn't do, when a Reebok pump came out, they didn't do nothing for the sneaker. But if you played good basketball in them, anybody can look at you and be like, oh man, he got on the
Can anybody else get to speak? Can anybody get to speak?
If you came out there and you were
this guy acting really feminine, man. Is this what they produce in the armed forces?
Nothing that you would do or you would say
feminine
would hold
energy, for real.
because you were wearing Reebok pumps. I rest my case.
Can anybody else get to talk? Can anybody else get? I answered your question. You didn't want to believe. You don't want to acknowledge it like you always do. So shut the hell up in your little car. Let somebody else speak. Go ahead.
Go ahead, CP. Ask a question. I'll be more than willing to
Somebody else. Somebody else is on here, so they want to speak. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Ron. L.
I want to say hi, fellas. I just want to say, what's up, fellas? Morning.
It is that. It is that. So, CB, I'm gonna do a little time machine move right here, right? And I want to go back to what the original question was that spurred this conversation, right? So your original statement, the reason I came on here, is you said that R.J. Barrett would become a star once he proved himself in the playoffs. That's how this whole thing got started, right?
Correct.
So let's start from there. So, and that is where I made the comparison with other basketball players that were able to motivate their stardom. Now, I'm not talking about marketing. I'm not talking about how the media looks at them. I'm talking about their actual effort and results on the basketball court. When those stats come out, would you agree or disagree?
I disagree because that is not the only thing that makes a star. Like being a good basketball player doesn't only. We're in he is a star to us. Okay, he is a star to us, right? The question, what Breezy was saying, what was why isn't the media? And I am talking media. Y'all taking it personal on me. I'm talking about the media. We know that ESPN's and Bleacher Report are all about clickbait. No, shut up. No, you talked all this time. Let me talk. You screamed on the phone. You screamed on the phone like a little female, whatever. I'm sorry. Like no, you had enough.
I ain't say nothing.
No,
that's worldwide L. I ain't say nothing.
Oh, my bad, my G, my bad, my G. I saw Everett Green talking, and I thought it was you. My bad.
Everett G, he over there, but it wasn't.
Right, ahead,
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, I just want to say that to the defense of the media, I sent G-Man in them article yesterday that came out about R.J. Barrett that was in the New York Post, and they was giving him his just dues yesterday. You know, they talked about how he's a perfectionist. They talked about it was a good article. You know what I mean? It's a very good article, and it was all right. You know, so he's getting his just dues. But to piggyback off of what you said, as far as when the stars is made, they are made in the playoffs. So I can't front about that. Big boys do. The big boys do show up. The big boys do show up when the lights is bright, and that's when it's time to show up when the lights is bright.
Other fans are made because of the media. I mean, other stars are made because of the media.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? That's a fact. I live in a branding freaking world. Okay, G-Man, you might not understand this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's about physically playing great basketball, and I never said anything about RJ Barrett's skill. I never said he had to get better as a player. All I'm saying is the messed up media world that we got, right? They focus on the most trivial things. So that equals in a media saturated world where it's about clickbaits and salacious things that make stars. And my point about Lonzo Ball, he was trash. And up until last year and this year, you know what I'm saying, he's shown what he could do. But he was trash, but he had the most media hype ever because his father was on every single talk show. He even had the President of the United States address him. The President of the United States addressed, and you can't name one father of a player like Lonzo Ball that has ever had so much media hype that they created their own brand, a $400 sneaker. Don't tell me I don't know about Brandon, man. I don't know about like whatever. But I always put respect on RJ's name. If the thing is that if we're gonna ask the question why he isn't a star, is because of the media. I attack the media. I ain't attacking RJ Barrett. This is about the media. The problems that we have with the media, and this is why the Knicks, right? You Knicks fans. You guys always say, why aren't we getting our coverage? We're doing well. Why? Because of the media.
So we've changed the argument now because that's not.
It's not changing the argument. It's the same argument.
No, it's not.
What makes a star? What makes a star? And
that wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
You can move the goalposts all you want. I never did.
Your original statement was it takes the playoffs to make a star, to make RJ Barrett a star. We didn't talk. We just talked about the media had nothing to do with this. I don't know how we got in because when you start talking about media and Kardashians and all that other stuff, that removes what we
does a playoff make the stars? Does playoffs make the stars?
Your statement was RJ Barrett needs to do well in the playoffs in order to solidify his stardom. Now, correct. I will say that the playoffs will validate his abilities and what he got going on. To L's point, the bright lights come on, all the TV cameras, all the fans in there, and you can handle that pressure. Yeah,
you're making my point. That was my point.
I'm not.
What
finished.
are we talking about?
I'm not finished. So I said validate. I didn't say create. Right, as a difference. So if you have your skill set together and you putting games together back to back, throughout the season, you could be starish material and not have gone to the playoffs. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time Julius Randle went to the playoffs?
I can't remember.
Has he been
Never.
to the playoffs? Exactly. That's my point. Is Julius Randle a star?
Now, yes, he's a star.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
But his thing will, if he doesn't show up, they're gonna be saying that he doesn't show up in the playoffs. So
Right.
they're gonna say
Right.
that. They're gonna say that.
They will say that, but
And
until
that's gonna stop. And that'll stop you from being that's the difference between a superstar and then the all-star. You know, like Jamal Murray, you could use him for example. He showed up in the playoffs, so a star was born in the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank
and that
you.
just carried over. That
Come on,
carried
man.
over to the regular season.
Y'all
And he's
want
a
to have
star.
an intelligent conversation with me, and let's have one. Stop being y'all being biased, man.
Biased to
like
what?
for real.
You
It's
just
just hate. It's just CP the artist hate, man. That's all it is.
You just legit sat here and said that Julius Randle was a star without having to go to the playoffs, but you're gonna hold giving RJ his flowers until after he goes to the playoffs.
First of all,
Is that am I missing something?
listen, no. He is the best player on the Knicks. Am I right?
Who are we talking about right now? Randle?
We're talking about Julius Randle.
Okay.
Yes or no? Right?
Yeah. Okay.
He's the best player. He was voted an all-star. If he was voted an all-star because his peers, coaches, and the fans recognized him as an all-star.
Okay.
Because of what he did. Why isn't the question is why isn't RJ a star? That is the question. My defense of it was because the media chooses not to recognize him for his basketball talent. They recognize like trash like Lonzo Ball and his daddy and make and prop them up into cliques. And it's and Devin Booker, who I mentioned before, was dating a Kardashian. That always elevates a person's stardom because of who you date. This is why people they run and they date these girls. They date these girls because they have a huge network. They have a huge network. You can say all you want. You live in the 60s. I live in the 2001s.
You can live in the future with George Jetson and Elroy, but what you're saying right now has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It is what we're talking about. The question was, why isn't he a star?
Is there such thing
He's
as fake media out
talented.
there? Is there such thing as fake media out there?
Yes, there is.
Okay, so what you're telling me right now is I could go hire some reporter and get a random person, based on what they got going on, to have a little bit of success and build their profile and portfolio and make them successful and make them a star.
Absolutely. Yes. It's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. We're talking about basketball. The purity
No,
of
we're
basketball.
not. Not when you keep bringing up the Kardashians, we're not.
I ain't gonna keep arguing with y'all, man, for real. Because we are talking about why isn't RJ Barrett recognized as a star when he has all this basketball talent and he does his job. I am talking about why it's so unfair.
That's right.
This is what's unfair about our media. You getting mad at CP the artist? Get mad at the media for this. Don't get mad at CP the artist. This is reality, bro.
You have two different arguments here, right?
No, you ain't listening. You ain't listening.
You're not listening. See, in order to listen,
turn up your hearing aid, put a new battery in.
In order to listen, first of all, you have to be quiet, and then let somebody, give you some words, and then once you get the words, you process them, right? And once you process them, if there's a question, then the easiest way to do it to make sure that you understand, right? If I say something, you say it back to me, and that way you make sure you understand what it is I'm trying to tell you. And if it's not, then I can clear it up for you. Because again, legit, what you said at the beginning of this conversation was RJ Barrett has to go to the playoffs and do well in order to establish himself as a star.
Correct.
That's what you said. That's what you said. Now, how did we go from there to talking about the media? We're talking about the playoffs. As you so eloquently put it with the snippet that we had before, we're talking about the playoffs. So how do we go from talking about the playoffs to the media, to the Kardashians, to Lonzo Ball? All that's irrelevant.
Because he moved the goalpost.
Hey, G-Man, the reason how we got there was because you said you sent him to the mall and he wound up at 7-Eleven.
That's exactly what happened.
I'll give you a better one. Like my mom used to always say, some people you give them a nail and they take your whole arm. And that's what happens with CP when we allow him to talk. Like he brings up different topics to make his point. Another thing is, I thought I was a gossiper. You are a gossiper, my friend, Mr. CP, and it doesn't look nice when you're your age because you know I'm at least in my 30s. Like all this gossiping about like Tim Tebow, about the Kardashians. Like no, yeah, you could say that they hate us because we have a conglomerate when it comes to the Knicks. The Knicks is currently trading in the stock market. The Knicks.
Look. I ain't gonna sit here and repeat myself.
Okay,
Freezy,
I'm glad you said that.
Freezy, me and Freezy were having a conversation. He says, why is it that the Devin Bookers of the world are you know what has
but
he
that
done?
Conversation doesn't help right now.
You're not. We are 10 games away from the playoffs. What you're doing is What you're doing is putting that little like you're venomous. You're venomous, so that's why we can allow you to. You're VP. You're gonna take off the seat. If you weren't listening. VP. Just like VP in New Orleans, when remember when the oil spill happened? That's who you are. You are oil spill when it comes to hate against our team. So I'm not gonna allow you to take. Look, we're winning right now. Just us having a one game away from being 500. I'm pretty sure you didn't expect 500. So don't tell me now. And I used to listen to you guys back then. So don't try to act now.
3 games
like,
above 500. Thank you.
Ma'am.
Oh boy.
Hey,
number one.
You have an agenda. You have an agenda. I keep it.
Number one. Well, you have a bias. Anyway, number one. Look.
Hey, hold on.
Freezy,
give me a minute. CP.
I'm gonna defend myself. I need to defend myself.
Why do you direct to us as you Knicks fans? So who are you? Because last time I checked, you don't look like a Foot Locker referee. I haven't seen a referee uniform on you. So who are you, son? Who do you work for that you keep jumping in here and then coming with the hate in the morning? Early morning Knicks hate. Come on.
It's funny you only picked that up. The funny thing is you only picked that up.
Rivera,
You only picked that up, but you never
as long as you're respectful to people, you know, persons, right? As long as you're not disrespectful to persons, as long as you sharp and not whack, and as long as your audio and video are dope, you good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't stream like that.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
somebody audio is whack though. You hear it? Y'all hear the popping?
It's usually Nick Gas. It's usually Nick Gas with the trash audio. And I shouted you out.
Is it me?
I shouted you out earlier. I take it back.
Oh my God!
I take it back, Nick Gas. You trash. I take it back.
Man, stop playing, man.
You remember? I got shot out not once, but twice.
He shot him out. 3 times.
Shout out
3 freaking times. And now I'm the hater.
Shout outs to Push. Push said yesterday that I look like Rikishi. Today he say I look like I eat Newports, or he said my car smell my car smell like Black Amas. Like his Push is on my neck.
Nah, man, we ain't doing that, man. We ain't being disrespectful like that, man. If somebody gonna be disrespectful, we gonna have to boot them. Cause it's all love. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to start no weird thing, man. With this is a safe.
Nah. Y'all cats ain't gonna disparage my character. I love
It's not gonna get old. It's not gonna get old, Uncle Freezy. You gotta do it one time. You gotta do it one time, Freezy. You gotta do it one time. You gotta do it one time for me, Freezy.
Which one?
Come on, Freezy. You know what I'm talking about.
No. Yeah. So no lie. I was working on a machine this morning, bro. It was like 4:30, right? I was laying on the floor, like underneath the machine, and I promise y'all, this will be quick. But I was laying on the floor working on the machine, right? You know how you unroll your tools with all your wrenches. So all the wrenches is unrolled, and I'm under there. And so I rolled from up under, and I looked straight up, and she was like, "Hey, anybody ever tell you look like that guy?" And I'm like, and you know me, right? I'm like, yo, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm tired. She's like, but you still look like that rapper. I can't think of his name. And so shout out to King Lion. But so I'll get ready to roll back under the thing, and I roll under the thing, and she kicked my foot. Right, and then I roll back. I'm like, hey, she like, you look like him, and I'm like, diggity dee, and I roll back under the thing, and she kicked my foot, and I'm like, go on about your business now. That's enough. So I'm like, yo, can I please go through just one day of not being the heavy D stunt double, please, just one day. But no, it can't happen. Because she was like, when you shave, you look just like that boy that be rapping. Anyway.
My girlfriend's mom was like, I thought he was dead.
Oh, no. He back to life, back to reality.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Or Freezy. Weekend at Freezy's.
But anyway, yeah. So the RJ Barrett star thing, I think deserves some type of exploration. Like we don't have to dig in. Like we don't have to legit dig out trenches, right? And submerge ourselves. We don't have to get bunkered in on it. But I do think there is a clear double standard, right? Whereas a cat like Zach LaVine can go through the same process as RJ Barrett in a place, Minneapolis, Minnesota. He can go through this process of being inefficient.
Competition, man. He's a 2-time dunk competition winner. Golly, man, why I gotta explain media to you?
Hey, CP the artist, when you hear my point, you are gonna agree with me, right? When you hear my point, yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Let me go a little rant.
So CP the artist, didn't you just go for a rant? Then you just go for a rant.
Because I'm gonna exit the stage.
Here's the thing. I gotta CP the artist. Listen, there is a clear double standard for non-American born or heritage players that are not from Europe, right? Right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Karl Anthony Towns legit puts up big time numbers in Minnesota, and people say he's good, but they don't consider him a star. But Anthony Davis put up the same type numbers in New Orleans, and he's an American-born player, and people said Anthony Davis is a star. And so this is gonna sound like Pride and Prejudice, and it's Pride and Prejudice, right? Devin Booker is a light-skinned American-born player that looks good that's palatable for an American audience, right? But RJ Barrett is a Jamaican cat born in Toronto.
Oh man, I love that you took it there, Uncle Freeze, because somebody actually complained when I said this before. I feel like as an immigrant myself, I feel like immigrant players do go through this. I think Frank went through this the first 2 years. And you're right, the way that you look at, and you might say that RJ has the type of family that you should look up to. You know, a mother that comes from St. John's. They met in St. John, a beautiful story. But again, it's a black mother and there's a black father, and they're not gonna look at it the same. That like, yeah, let's just say it. Devin Booker's is a pretty boy.
Right. And you know who else is a pretty boy? Zach LaVine. It's palatable. Like he looks good on your American television.
Kelly Oubre is more famous because his girlfriend once had a reaction to a LeBron dunk. So we know Kelly Oubre because of his girlfriend. Think about the power of it's so
First of
true.
all, that was Bradley Beal's. That was Bradley Beal's girlfriend.
But
CP, you know everything. You know everything.
Yeah, I know. So I don't even know why you're questioning me.
But the thing is, what I'm getting at
sit there behind your little Avery and shut the hell up, man. Now y'all got me on.
But think about that. You know, players' girlfriends. That's how deep in the gossip you in. You such a gossip.
So guys, I'm gonna go ISO cam. I'm gonna go ISO cam real quick. So the thing is I don't buy into. I know that there are certain things, right, with our American audience, right, and I don't like it, right. I feel like everybody should be treated fair, but that's not how the world works, right. Here's the thing. Zach LaVine looks good on your television. It is easy to market, right. Devin Booker looks good on your television. And is easy to market. Lonzo Ball looks good on your television, and easy. LaMelo looks good on your television, and is easy to market. Right? Luka Doncic looks good. You know what I'm saying on your television is easy to market. But we already been through this before with a star that grinded out in New York with the Jamaican background. That was not easy to market because he talked funny, right? And I know these are like the hard conversations that people do want to have or don't want to have, depending on what side of the conversation you're on, right? But there is a clear double standard. When you look at Devin Booker's numbers early, right? Devin Booker was a scorer, but he took a ton of shots. They featured him in Phoenix. There was no Julius Randle taking touches from him in Phoenix, Arizona, right? You know who Devin Booker's point guard was at one point? Alfred Payton. How about that? Right? Do you remember who Devin Booker played with? Who the big was? Phoenix drafted guys that were busts, bro. A dude named Papagiannis, I think, was there. Another tall dude they drafted was a bust. Josh Jackson was there. Nobody was a threat to Devin Booker taking shots, bro. So he could take those shots and be the scorer that y'all claim him to be, right? RJ Barrett didn't get that, man, right? RJ Barrett comes from a great family. Mom ran track at St. John's. Pops was best friends with Steve Nash. Steve Nash is his godfather, bro. Steve Nash is RJ Barrett's godfather, right? This dude came up the hard way. He was a pimple-faced, braces-wearing kid that loved basketball, bro. He didn't look the part. He doesn't look like Michael Porter Jr. Okay, Michael Porter Jr. is palatable, man. He looked good on the TV, bro. RJ Barrett don't look like that, right? So if you're an above-average athlete that don't have any specific skills, but hard work and dedication to the cause, you're not going to become a star easily, right? And then when you look at it, is that the reason why RJ Barrett doesn't make your all rookie teams, right? Is that the reason why RJ Barrett doesn't get considered for all this love and all of that and all of that, bro? Is that the reason why? I'm not going to say it's the sole reason, but it's definitely a part of the equation. Your Bradley Beal didn't just break out and be a star overnight. He played with a John Wall. A Zach LaVine had Tibbs, Jimmy Butler, all these things to help him become a star in Chicago after he learned his craft in Minnesota, right? I'm going to bring everybody else in, but I'm telling you, the Knicks already had a Jamaican-born star, a Jamaican heritage star, right? That did not get the love that he deserved in the biggest media market in the NBA. Now I'm gonna move on. Ronald Miller was good.
All right, where's the hate for Freezy? Because he made my point for me.
What do you mean?
You just said it takes more than being a Jamaican-born star to be a star.
My point. My point was see what I'm talking about, CP. My point was the bar is set so high for RJ Barrett in New York that it's ridiculous that cats like Zach LaVine can do the same thing in the same amount of years in Minnesota and become a star. Devin Booker can do it in Phoenix, Arizona and become a star, but RJ Barrett doing the same thing on the same career arc.
You're making my point. You're making my point. And no, he never did what they did. Zach LaVine won not one, but
wait. So how do you say I'm making your point? And then in the same breath, say no, you're not making my point. What you're saying is not making sense. It's either one or the other. It can't be both. It can't be I'm making your point and then I'm not making your point.
Right. Freezy got to put this man
you said, all right, you know what? This is going to be my last time on the show. So let's keep it 100 above. No, I'm burning. Okay.
Come on, man.
Let me explain. He said, why is it that Devin Booker and Zach LaVine did all these things? And he mentioned because they're light-skinned and because RJ Barrett is from Canada and Jamaican. All my point was that when RJ Barrett does well in the playoffs, he will become a star. And I said, because he wasn't dating he didn't have frivolous things. Does everybody not agree that there's a media bias against the New York Knicks? Yes or no?
Yes, you're right about that.
Right,
that's why when you said
so why
that,
you argue with me for? Why is everybody?
No, there's no rebuttal. There's no rebuttal on that. Like the thing, then that's how you try to win an argument. You bring up a different type of argument. What you was trying to say is like he needed to marry a different person. You're right. Like your point is right. They are biased against us. It's just when you say you Knicks fans, it doesn't touch good on my feelings. When you say you Knicks fan, you a Knicks fan too. Say it's CP the Knicks fan.
When I say you Knicks fans, I say you Knicks fans as the Knicks fans that want to hear what you want to hear. I'm not that Knicks fan. I'm not that Knicks fan to tell you what you want to hear.
So what you're trying to say is, what you're trying to say is you're platinum type of Knicks fan.
Even though CP's point does kind of rub me the wrong way, the same way it does you. There are classes of Knicks fans, right? All are welcome in this realm. Appreciate Blorange Tears for bringing everybody to the fold, right? But there are several classes of Knicks fans, and we all show up differently. Some of us are, and like I was talking to a friend of mine. He was saying, like, man, there's a lot of like New York gets a lot of credit for having the smartest basketball fans, and it's due at points in time. But then sometimes you hear some really dumb stuff, right? There's different classes of Knicks fans. I put, and you could correct. I don't know. You can say it for yourself, CP. I put CP in the class of a Chuck B Knicks fan, right? Where it's just like you can want your team to be successful in the long term, but I want you to lose now so that we can get to greatness. I'm not that dude, but I understand it. We all have different opinions and come to this meeting ground. But ultimately, I would imagine the goal is for us to be great in the long term. So, stepping back.
No, you couldn't say it. You couldn't say it even better. You're right. I mean, I'm not hating on CP. You know, and I appreciate you gave me a shout out at the beginning, but
you
it's like
destroyed me earlier, bro. You destroyed me earlier, man. God damn, bro. I thought we were cool, man.
He talks like the way Clyde Frazier talks about the Knicks. Like, I understand what you mean. Like, there's a part of the fanhood that if you're a 70s Knicks fan, you talk with a different authority as me. I was born in 1990. I don't have the authority of somebody that saw the Knicks winning with Patrick Ewing. So you do have the authority to, but then don't try to bring like a pyramid system, because I love you, you military man, but don't try to bring a don't try to undermine how I love the Knicks, because I am 3,000 miles away from New York and I'm still like wearing the colors every day. You understand? Before it was popular, so it's like, don't undermine us young Knicks fans, because we have more data than you. We could actually Google your answers. So don't undermine the youth. That's what I mean.
Oh.
Does Darth City need to come in and save my guy CP?
I think so.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me say something, brother. I gave you props. You, Hadouken, and the other dudes. I said you guys were killing it because you guys were young and you guys brought up facts. So don't tell me like I don't think I'm any better than anybody. Because if I came here 3 freaking times and I bigged up you, Hadouken, and G Money for that 4-hour chat that you guys had here, right? Because you could bring a nuance to this show, and you bring and I applauded y'all. And I said you guys are better than us old dudes. So I mean, you're gonna stop spitting on my name, man. Like, for real. Because I give all y'all props.
CP the artist is mad sensitive right now.
Word.
CP the artist is mad.
Word.
Touchy
He need a box.
He need a hug.
He need a hug, man.
Box. A tissue.
CP the artist need a hug right now.
A hug and a teddy bear.
Yo, CP, all you gotta do,
all you gotta do
is breathe easy, bro, like this.
No. I come with look. Look, I ain't Anakin. I ain't Anakin.
Disturbance in the floor.
CP the artist is really in his feelings right now.
Word.
Look.
What is going on?
Look.
Tough guy. Or maybe not.
Look.
Nah, he's a tough guy.
Look, let me tell you something. I told you before. When this parade happens, we fighting. We're gonna be on Madison Ave fighting. We're gonna get this up. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing hands.
You said when the trade happened. What trade he's on?
Yeah, one by
he
one,
said
man.
Parade. He said when the parade happened.
Yeah, when the parade happened.
He said he gonna fight. He said he gonna fight. Why you gonna fight, CP?
We fighting out.
You gotta fight in a parade, man. That's crazy.
Right.
Come on, man.
Fight at celebratory events, man.
Eastern
Parkway, fighting.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all,
you should be popping bottles.
Hey, y'all. So I'm gonna do something real quick, just real quick, right? Just real quick. I'm gonna do something real quick, just because I need to just say this without being interrupted. CP the artist, bro. I'm not gonna be stroking your ego 24/7. This is not how it works, bro. It's not how it works. We legit saying, okay, CP the artist, you made some good points. And you good at the stuff that you do and all that stuff, all that jazz. Cats hitting me up like, wow, I can't believe Uncle Freezy be having CP the artist on the show and all that stuff, right? But here's the thing, bro. Enough should be enough, CP the artist. You know what I'm saying? Are we at a point now where we can't disagree with you? Wow. Is that what it is? Sire? Your Highness? We can't even disagree with you no more? We can't tell you to your face that your point is whack as opposed to saying it behind your back? Is that what we at, CP the artist? Come on, bro. Come on. I mean, we know you good. We know you 6 foot, whatever. You drive all fancy cars and you got a beautiful mamacita and you do art and all kind of stuff. You live in a bougie behind city and all kind of stuff. We know that. CP the artist. But really, that's where we at right now, Saya? Well, we can't even critique your points. I'm saying, come with it, bro. Here go your stage.
Fam, when you had homeboys yelling at me, if they firing shots, I'm going to just fire them back. Point blank. I'm the dude that's been a Knicks fan longer than these dudes.
I called your phone and you ain't even answer.
Because I'm in the chat.
Can you send one of your helpers to answer your phone?
I can't be on the phone and talk at this and be on the chat at the same time. How's that even possible? And plus, you know what I'm saying? This is war. You know what I mean? This is war. So, you know, and I don't think my point was so freaking controversial. If people take their feelings out of it, you know what I'm saying, and look at it as reality, the media has a bias against us. It's a bias. And every time I talk about the Knicks, it's in a negative way. It's never about the players. Well, maybe one or two. It's about the upper echelon, the powers that be. I am a disruptor. I do not like the powers that be. I don't like who controls the media. I don't like who controls the backstage things. This was never about RJ Barrett, and people made it about me hating on RJ Barrett when I love RJ Barrett. This
CP, you stood here, and when you lost a point, you started calling people, "Oh, you acting like a female," or "You acting like a female." I don't take that as a bad compliment. There's a female vice president right now, but still trying to say you acting like a female, and you acting like a female right now.
Let me explain why I was because dude was yelling at me, and he wasn't even like allowing anybody to speak. That was Evergreen. He was just yelling and repeating himself. That's a female. I'm sorry, that's female tendency.
We ain't trying to do that. This ain't the place for calling people out their name, bro. I keep saying that.
Bro,
I keep saying that. I keep saying that. This ain't the place for all of that. This ain't the place. There are other places for that.
Time out. I'm a con artist. Con artist.
No,
I'm the con artist. So that's
CP the artist. Wait a minute, CP the artist. CP the artist. CP, I called you a con artist.
Oh shoot.
Your Highness, you're saying I called you a con artist.
No. Gas called me con artist.
But that's on the joke that came a couple days ago, man. Folks are just ribbing you, man.
Yeah. You know what? As Jay-Z said, man, most kings, they get their heads cut off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that? Cully said that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Protect your throne then, king. Let's go.
Right.
Protect your throne.
Right.
The infidel one, the infidel. So you're trying to act like you Julius Caesar. We're not trying to Julius Caesar you right now. Don't try to act like the victim.
You ain't even CP the artist ain't even Little Caesars. Come on, bro.
Don't sleep on that $6. What's that?
Hey, Karen pizza? Fung, what's good? I see you.
That is a good pizza.
Andrew Rivera, what's good? Jay Williams, I see you.
That's clutch pizza.
The coolest 718, what's good? But hey, so I just want to say, there's somebody.
He got to turn his mic up.
There's somebody in the chat named Charles B. That's capping for CP the artist. Anybody know who Charles B is? I don't know who this dude Charles B is. I'm thinking about booting Charles B out of the chat. I don't know who he is.
Salute Charles B. And him and I have disagreed vehemently.
But y'all
Tyrone the champion was good.
But they from the same kingdom,
guys,
man.
Can I defend myself? I want to try to do it without yelling. Can everybody hear me well? Am I loud and clear enough? So where I don't have to scream? I would hope so. Okay. So first and foremost, CP, I'm going to apologize to you on Blorange, this network. And when I apologize, I want it to be as clear, concise, and as sincere as possible. I'm apologizing for screaming over you. Now, I have a logical excuse for speaking over you, and that's simply because I am talking on my phone, and I'm driving, and the Bluetooth is hooked to my car, so sometimes the audio doesn't come back. All right? Now,
I apologize too.
all right, so I just want to make sure I get that out there, right? And, you know, I'm from New York City, and I'm from Western and Soundview, Elder Avenue, right on the 6th train, Western Avenue, right? You know, I grew up around train tracks my whole life. You know what I mean? The L's right there. It's very loud. I speak loud. You know what I mean? So I apologize if I came off as rude and disrespectful. All right. Now, I don't know who it is that said this on the MBK platform or the overall platform, but let's cut the pleasantries. All right. I don't know who said that, but there's somebody that said that. I love it when he says it. All right. So I called you the name habitual goalpost mover.
Habitual goalpost mover.
Habitual.
Unfortunately, I cannot apologize for that. Because even with the little
Hey, you breaking up, boss? Hey, you breaking up, Evergreen? You're gonna have to use some headphones, bro. You're gonna have to get some earpods or something.
He's probably driving in the country.
He going through a tunnel.
Yeah, or
on,
upgrade that cell phone.
Where he's saying.
He entering Area 51.
Yeah, you gotta have to upgrade that cricket phone, bro.
See what Darth City does with the Force? Can't even let him get out his statement.
Yeah.
Yo,
Ain't
kind of
nothing wrong with cricket.
Hey, well, yeah, okay. I was gonna
Look.
say, yo, I'm almost a little glad that Evergreen G got cut off right there. That's my guy.
My
That's
issue
my brother,
was
man.
with the media.
But
Issue was the media. It was never with RJ Barrett.
But hey,
Point blank.
so Evergreen G got real sappy just now, and I'm not really good in those moments. So I was just about to say something off kilter. So I'm kind of glad that the violins and the Kleenex moment kind of, you know, yes. So CP, what I was saying to CP the artist is that there is a clear double standard, and it's perpetuated the more you get away from what's palatable what's palatable in the media. I didn't want to get into racism and all of that stuff. What I wanted to get into is first of all, the Knicks, the media has an extra, and CP the artist is right. There is an extra grind. What's up, G Money? There's an extra grind with the Knicks, right? And secondly, if you don't come from certain places, then you're not going to win in the eyes of the media, right?
But do you know why there's an extra grind with the media, between the Knicks and the media?
It's good. It makes money.
It makes money, and well, the origin is because of the Dolan family. You know what I'm saying? They own Cablevision. They own Cablevision, son. And ESPN is like right down the street, and they was like, "Oh, you can't give us no help."
Right.
They had to grind. They had to grind to the West Coast, and the Dolan family was like, "We don't like y'all."
Here's the other thing about that, right? Like, the easiest way to make sure that you keep viewership up while talking about the Knicks is to incense their fan base. And
bro, he did the Yankees dirty.
And to give people that don't like the Knicks, right, fodder to have a conversation. So you can play both sides of the coin, right?
Right.
And when a team is not good, it is justified, right?
Yeah,
but you can go overboard, and they've gone overboard. There's a lot of bad teams, right? But there's money to be made talking about the largest fan base. Listen, anywhere you go to a Knicks game, right? And I've been to Knicks games in a couple of different cities. We're always present.
Hey, somebody got the replay plan?
Echo.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
All right.
But there's listen, we're out here.
He gotta get on mute.
Yeah, you got to mute that. But that's what it is, man. Listen, that's why we're here, right? I don't watch ESPN in the morning anymore. It's not what I do, right? Most guys could tell you, man, we used to have it on all day, watching the same joint over and over and over again, like we didn't like as if we were seeing it for the first time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But and CP mentioned that. Like I jokingly said, man, we got older. You don't do the things you did at 20 when you're 40, right? I'm a testament to that. You're a testament to that. But at the same token, it's like, all right, been there, done that. But we see it for what it is. So that bias is there. But understand that there's a money-making machine that substantiates why they do what they do. And they begrudgingly give us credit for the most part at this point. Begrudgingly, or it's like
that's a fact. It's like
I like they're good, but I need some other things to validate, what the record says. I don't care what you say. The record validates. It's not what your opinion is. So take that for what it is, man. And enjoy, like my man Freezy said, don't lose sight of everything that is happening because it wasn't supposed to go down this way. Soak all this up, top it up with a biscuit, and enjoy
we are good, bro. The Knicks are good.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter when we got good or how long we've been good. The fact is that right now,
you
Knicks
can't
are good.
Yeah,
you can't take it away.
And case in point, right? The media focuses on what happened to Oakley. Focuses on that Spike Lee could not get into an arena, right? And so I'm glad that homie mentioned cable vision, right? Because right now I have Roku TV, and Roku and YouTube, which is my cable provider, right? They have a beef. This is the third time since I've had Roku that I'll get an email saying, "Oh, this is unfair. They're taking away this channel," and so forth and so on, right? It does matter what you mentioned, homie, about the Dolans and ESPN and media. That is so poignant.
I used to work on Wall Street, son. I used to see these cats, bro. I used to be a little paper boy working on Wall Street, bro. I know what I'm talking about, bro.
When you have Charles Barkley on TNT dissing the Knicks, right? You know what I'm saying, and so forth and so on. All I was saying was that RJ, right, is a good player, but it's the media machine that will always be. Because look, what made our 44th president famous around the world? It was the media. What made our 45th president famous was the media, right? A media will take nothing and make it something. Our 45th president was our president thanks to the media. And RJ and whether G man for life agrees with me.
G Unit. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong G, right? Okay.
Jeriac man and respectfully, Nick Gass get mad at me all they want, right? I had never said anything bad about RJ Barrett. It is always the media that controls who they make stars. Paris Hilton is a star over what? How do we get the Kardashians? How do we get we call it Jake Paul? Because of the media. And it's up to us, Knicks fans, whatever, to push what we want. But why is it that when the Knicks fans, we go crazy outside of the Garden, right? That's the first thing that they put up, and now that it wasn't that we were fourth in the East. You see what I'm saying? And look, I work in the media. You know who I work for? The best media conglomerate podcaster on earth, right? And I don't have any.
Uncle Freezy, thank you, and I appreciate your compliment.
Thank you. There you go. Yeah, from Jersey City, the one and only.
Jersey City, up on the hill, Greenville area, between Ocean and Jackson, Van Nostrand, baby. Went to PS15. What's good?
Yeah. It's just all media driven. That was all my only point. I accept all your apologies.
Yo, so here's the thing though. And I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. What I want to do actually, what I want to do is throw a live grenade in between Ronald Miller and G Money and move out of the way. Right? That's what I actually want to do. And I wish Hadouken and Sharon was here so that I could so that I could throw the live grenade between G Money, Hadouken Sharon and Ronald Miller, and then let the others jump in and it'd be something. So here's the thing I just want to clarify. So CP the artist, Your Highness, Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Yes,
listen,
sir.
People are gonna disagree with you. Period. It happens, bro.
No, I understand that. No, I understand that. And
listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. So people are gonna disagree with you, right? It happens. And a lot of times, numerous people are going to disagree with you. They disagree with Ronald Miller. They disagree with G Money. They disagree with Mama Don't Trust You. Sometimes it's not just one or two people in a video chat. Sometimes it's a gang of people that will disagree with you. But to take the stance that everybody is ganging up on you is not the stance to take. Or
that is exactly what happens. That is exactly what happens.
CP, the artist. CP, the artist. Listen. So what I'm going to say it to you is this. Sometimes
look, I've been jumpy for. Okay. I was jumpy for in my life, right?
Right.
And look, I'm going to take out as many people as I can when I'm jumped.
CP,
and that mentality hasn't changed.
I've been jumped before too, but it wasn't even about streets. It was about countries. I legit got jumped by people whose main goal in life was to support their country.
Right.
While I was there defending my country.
Salute.
Right.
Salute.
So I understand where you're coming from. But what I'm saying is it's perspective, bro. If you say what it is that you got to say and stand by it. Right. But we don't have to be so defensive in terms of the persons, because these people that disagree with your point. They don't dislike CP the artist.
That's not true.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you rock, but
that is just so G Money. I'm gonna throw this live grenade in between you and Ronald Miller.
Let me say one thing real quick, Freeze. Also, man, the trolling is real, man. Listen, I troll you every day now.
and so what? We all get trolled.
Thank you.
The troll, man.
People wake up in the morning and hate me.
I'm waiting for the response though. Come on, come to the chat. Join the banter. It's part of the fun. That's why Freezy about to throw the grenade out there. We here for the show, baby.
Right. I'm gonna throw the grenade and get out the way. I promise you, I'm gonna throw the grenade.
You said this was Ricky Lake. You said this was Ricky Lake.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Winfrey. I saw it.
So here's the thing. G Money. The Knicks can win the championship this year, right? And I know I talked to you about this before. The Knicks can win the championship, right? But not only is the path easier, I'm here to tell you that the Knicks are a top 3 team right now at this moment, a top 3 team in the NBA, not just the East, but the NBA. And the record that we have is not a true indicator of who we are right now, because we started off the season slow and had to find our way. And now, New York, we're here. New York, we're here. So Ronald Miller, what I'm going to tell you is this. The Knicks can win the NBA Finals this year, right? And the path is easier than what people think. And I'm going to tell you this. And I'm going to tell you this. Cats like G Money, who's a logical thinker, have been wrong all year. Every week they walk back statements they made months before.
Damn.
Every week they have to walk it back. They like, because remember, right before the All-Star break, the schedule is too tough. The roster is not good enough. And they have to walk back these things that they said.
Non-believers.
Yes. So I'm gonna say this to G Money. Do you believe that there is a clear and smooth pathway to the Knicks making the NBA Finals? And I'm gonna move out of the way.
All right. Salute everybody.
Thank G Money. Salute, brother.
Salute. How everybody doing?
Good morning,
Okay.
Shaq. Good morning, panel. What's up, G Money? What's up, Ronald? What's up, everybody?
What's going on? I've been wrong plenty of times. I admit when I'm wrong.
A plethora of times, not just plenty.
I know, but I admit when I'm wrong, right?
It's on 4K.
So you do.
No matter, okay. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't care if people get mad at me or not. I really don't care. No, I don't see any way this team makes the finals. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
All right.
Second round.
Can I rebuttal you on that, G Money? And you have your opinion. Your opinion is respected, but let's just talk about this. Right now, you're not judging the same 82 game season. The way the schedule is designed is for COVID protocol. So let's say you don't want to face everybody at the same time. That's why you face a team today, and then within the same week you face the team again, right? So that right there gives you that playoff mentality, because we lost to the Suns, right?
Yes.
I'm thinking if I'm RJ Barrett, if I'm Julius Randle, and I saw the type of disrespect that CP3 pulled in my house. Now, when we go to the Suns, I don't look at my team as they're gonna lose. No, they gotta get that loss that they got in the Garden, and they gotta go to Phoenix and beat them. So, and another thing that you got to put into acknowledgement, look at the Miami Heat in the 2020 bubble. This is a different situation. We never had a 72 game season in a bubble. So maybe it's designed for this type of team. It's not designed for the regular NBA team.
Hey,
what you have to say about that?
Yes. Where are we ranking scoring?
20 bottom. Exactly. You can defend all you want, but you need to score the ball. Philadelphia can defend and they can score. Brooklyn's not a great defensive team, but I actually checked this. This team's actually improving defensively a little bit, not by a lot, but just a little bit. That's my point. And Brooklyn also has great offense though and experience. Okay. Yes, I understand anything could happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Okay? Look.
All right, you everything that happened right now, you predicted that was not going to happen. So your word right now is not even value right now. So just first of all,
you can't say his word is not valued.
G Money.
No, because it's a whataboutism. It's a whataboutism. Like right now, you giving me
I also think with the reasonable Knicks logical here. Let's look at the facts, okay? Against Philadelphia so far, when they were healthy, we got a butt whip by 20. We couldn't stop him being the post. We couldn't crash the glass over Dwight Howard, and we couldn't stop Danny Green stuff and Ben Simmons.
Dwight Howard? Are you bringing up Dwight Howard? So I'm supposed to be fearing Dwight Howard? Oh my God!
Yeah, like he's a bum. He's still a decent player. The second meeting, no Joel Embiid. We were up 9 in that fourth quarter in Philly. We lost because of bad shot selection.
Okay, but can I ask you something? Are we in the 4th seed? That doesn't mean we're gonna face Philly in the first.
No, my point is that I don't see us beating Philly or Brooklyn. That's my point.
Here's the thing. Pause, because here's the thing: the regular season and the postseason is two different set of circumstances, right? The game changes the moment you head into the playoffs. You got to beat somebody 4 times.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
We're not a rebounding team.
To get your foot kicked off, guys. Who are we beating 4 times? Name all the teams that are in this that are slated to be in the postseason, right?
Everybody.
We're going to beat 4 times.
Everybody.
Or 4 times.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we have. Look, right now, I don't like that. It's like you can't do both. You can't tell me, hey, Knicks fans, we have a really tough season ending, and we might not make it. And then let's say if we do win, like we've been winning, we 10 out of the last 11, right? So what's happening? What's happening is that the schedule that the NBA gave us.
We played.
Can I
The
finish?
Pelicans, Toronto Raptors, the banged up Lakers.
Who do we play?
The Chicago Bulls without Zach LaVine. We gotta use context.
It's still an NBA player because yesterday I saw the Lakers. No, I saw the Lakers. I saw the Lakers getting beat by the Washington Wizards, and that inspired me. I saw the Nuggets losing by 44 points. I saw. Don't try to undermine my team and tell me
we're not trying to undermine. We're trying to tell you logical.
But again, brother,
you only want to hear what you want to hear. You don't want to look at the facts, though. Yes, I understand. I understand we had some upset wins, but during the stretch, we're beating teams like the Bulls without Zach LaVine, the Hawks without Trae Young, okay? The Raptors have been one of the most disappointing teams in the league, okay? We're gonna play the freaking
so you're saying it right now. The way the standings are now is flipped. So if Boston is not having a good season, Knicks, make sure you eat the cake. If the Bucks are the Bucks are not supposed to be in the third with us. So that is the reason why. Look, we are the 1977 Yankees when the Bronx was burning, and I said it yesterday. When the Bronx was burning, when there was a serial killer, there was 2,000 murders in New York City. You know, that's who we are. A team that out of nowhere with a bunch of scrubs ended up winning a championship. And I feel like with them right now, like everything that's going on, it helps us. It helps the city.
Take your foot off the gas. Listen up for a second, right? Here's the deal, man. I know you follow stats.
I like that one.
You follow stats, right? Correct?
Yeah, I know you follow stats.
You're an intelligible Knicks fan. The stats are always about the average. They're about the mean, right? You got to have a lot of data in order to get your way into the mean, right? When you start going into a 4-game series, right, that's when that all plays out in its front and center for a team. You got to beat a team 4 times and you got to make adjustments, right? Within all that. So I'm not saying that we won't get out of the first round.
I think we will get out the first round.
I think we will get out right. I think the ideal matchup for us is the Hawks. I think we can beat the Celtics.
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah,
getting into the deeper parts of the playoff where teams have been constructed and they've lost for years on end, right? They didn't get steps. And
but my thing is, hey,
and we've shown we can't beat these 2 teams not healthy. We lost to the Nets without Kyrie. Without
G-Money, but I'm also a fan that I go through like a lot of like energy. I feel like the Yankees when the Yankees after 9/11 and the Yankees lost to the Phoenix Suns in the World Series.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah. That Yankee team was mostly inspired by like the city that was going through a struggle and things like that. Yeah, we lost at the end, but I feel like that's the type of story that we have for New York to come back. And right now, like this is the last dance being recorded. You know, I think it's very disrespectful that we were not even allowed to go to the bubble last year. So don't you think that our players have a chip in their shoulder?
I mean, I'm not arguing that, but the thing about it is, right?
Experience.
I think you temper expectations in that, like, listen, our record being what it is, right? I want more, but that's a win. Like this team is already overachieved. It's just like
exactly, yeah.
If you got a kid that's not really good at math, right, and then you say to yourself, you know what, you got a good grade on this test, baby. Now you're the best student in the class. You got more work to do, young fella. I mean, there's more that got to be done. And it can't take away the accomplishments. I'm excited about everything that's been said. I'm on record saying I celebrate everything that's going on with this team, and I love it for what it is. But at the same token, here's what happens with us as a fan base far too often in the past. I'm not going to say how we approach this thing now, right? Okay. You get a situation where a team overachieves, and then you can start to try to go too far too fast when you're not ready for it. You don't even know how to handle the car yet. You could be in a situation where we sell out. And I had a conversation with somebody in the chat that was like, we should get what's my man? We should get Kevin Love. See, we getting too far ahead of ourselves. $28 million, right? You think that's the guy that's going to get us over the hump because this guy is
Kevin Love is not allowed here.
Exactly.
He did play with his injury prone.
He has too much
organization, not a retirement home.
Yeah, but that's one of the things that happens, right? I'm all for us winning, but you gotta make sure that you get yourself to a point where you say, you know what, we've done good. How do we take the next step to get better? And
You
not
gotta
get
take
far
steps.
ahead
You
of
can't rush
ourselves.
the process.
Okay, so let's break down the
Right.
season. Let's break down the season right now. And okay, we have 9 or 10 games left.
9.
I say in the next 6 games, because the next 6 games are going to be rough. Because last night, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but last night I mentioned how like I look at the schedule from the back, from the back, and like let's say from the last game we're facing is Boston, right? So
Right.
I'm not gonna put myself on losing against the next team we're facing, because I don't want Boston to be the definitive day. I don't want Boston to be like, oh, this is the day that the Knicks got the 5th seed or the 7th seed or whatever, or the 6th seed. You know, so that's one thing you got to put into perspective. The season is ending in Boston. Like that does
we're
not
at home
look good
versus
for New
Boston.
Yorker.
We're at home actually versus Boston.
Is it at home? Check. Nah, I think we're playing
it's at home.
We close out the season with a homestand.
3 game home state. San Antonio, Charlotte,
Boston. It was backwards. So even better. But still, we cannot leave it to the last game. So the next game right now we're facing is the Houston Rockets. I consider that
these guys are going to show up to play. Listen, we know. Listen, Tibbs don't believe in losing. We be up 30, and Tibbs don't let the young boys play. The CP's point, right? I'm not worried. Tibbs is going to have those guys ready. That's not the question.
Ronald, another thing we mentioned
is this a championship contending team?
I think we are, Ronald, because yesterday we saw. Hold on, Ronald and G Money. Yesterday we saw how. Remember how RJ used to be game to game? So RJ would have a bad game today, and it would just be the whole game. Yesterday we saw he's starting to become a quarter to quarter type of player. That hey, yes, you had a very bad first quarter, second quarter, and then we saw it on 4K when Tibbs told him, get your butt up, make sure you score. And we saw RJ following literally his leadership role. You know, saying, okay, coach, I'm going to go.
Hey, that sounds fine and dandy.
Yeah, but
RJ is
RJ ran on the player.
in the last handful of games. He has struggled to come out slow, and then he winds up reverting to his mean, right? He starts off slow, and then he makes his way back to 50% from the 3-point line and in terms of field goal percentage.
Right.
RJ has some work to do in terms of being a little bit more consistent. The thing
Because
that
in the playoffs,
in
you
the
can't
last
start
game was
you gotta be
you
consistent.
saw lapses from RJ on defense. That's what Tibbs was talking about. And you rarely ever see that. He got beat backdoor in multiple situations. That's a Kevin Knox.
3 times.
That's not an RJ.
It happened 3 times.
Right. So when you break it down, man, like I don't know how that argument lends itself to this team being a championship contender. To me,
but when you guys say that like real players are made in the playoff, yes, Jamal Murray is a great example. Or I believe who was it from? I think Nurkic. Wasn't Nurkic pretty good before he injured his leg? Like all of a sudden he was pretty good in the playoff. I don't know. Somebody from Blazers.
They go to a final or something like.
Or CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum shows up at the end of the season. So maybe that was gonna happen with one of our guys. Maybe we're gonna have a Jamal Murray when the playoff starts, you know. But now, it's the optimism is not a wrong thing because it's a different season. This is a different tournament.
You can be optimistic, but you can't hold. Because look,
you gotta be real.
I agree with Vegas. I agree with Vegas when they said we were going to be 21 for when the season was over. Which I agree with Vegas.
So you shouldn't be talking because he was wrong.
Listen,
wrong.
But have you seen this team in the playoffs yet?
The past was why I agreed with Vegas because of the past. The last season we sucked. Julius Randle sucked. He did a whole 360. He became an all-star.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And now we're talking about the playoffs. I get why people are so optimistic, but then I gotta be at Earth with guys like G Money because they speak factual, logical analytics. You gotta be real. You gotta be real with who we're playing against. We're playing against teams
match up.
We're playing against teams like Phoenix.
G Money gives me
teams like Philly.
G Money gives me infiltrator vibes.
Bro,
How's
these
being
people,
frustrated? I'm giving
these
you
teams have
logical
been in the
facts.
playoffs year after year after year. We've
Mhm.
never been in the playoffs for like what, 20
Thank you,
years
Mama
almost
said.
now, bro?
Yo,
Since
Nick Gas,
2013,
how many
actually.
games you think we can take the Nets
Gentlemen,
to?
might I ask
You think we
6,
can get out? How many games
maybe
do you think we can
6.
take the Nets to?
First you got to get through the Hawks, I imagine, right? So you cannot just jump into the Nets.
Well, you're talking about championships, so we're
Champions.
obviously gonna face the
Word.
Nets.
Hold
Like
tight, hold
that's
tight.
that's a given.
No.
Like
Look,
what
Let
you
everything
talking
get.
Yo, let
everything
Evergreen
get-
talk.
I
Okay,
believe
again.
we're going to the Eastern
enough
Conference
dialogue.
Finals.
Gas, let Evergreen talk real quick.
You let him talk, man. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right. So
Okay.
first off, when we're analyzing this beautiful free flowing game of basketball, we gotta understand that everything that we see is very objective, right? And while stats are valid, sometimes they lie, right? Sometimes they don't tell
They
the
don't tell the whole
truth.
story.
They don't tell the whole story. So I understand where this huge increase of optimism comes from, right? Because we have been hurt for so long that now that we are above 500, we go on a 10-game winning streak. We start to now overanalyze, and I want to add this point, right? And this is just to make a point to the overanalyzing concept, to where we can't discredit the energy that's being spoken.
We're not overanalyzing. I disagree, Evergreen. The thing is, last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago, 5 years ago, we will be right here talking about the draft. G Money loves to talk about the draft. How about next year, about tanking season? You guys are the tanking season
That
Knicks
doesn't make
fans.
sense.
And
Whatever.
you guys are
When
used
I
to
talk
that.
about the
And you guys
draft
can't
tanking,
wait. You guys
when
can't
did I
wait
ever talk
until
about
we
tanking
lose
drafting?
so you guys
You
can
don't know
talk
what you're
about the
talking about,
draft.
Nick Gas.
And right now we're talking
You don't
playoffs,
know.
and you guys feel vulnerable. You guys are not used to
Okay, name
being
one
positive.
time
You
I
guys
brought
love
tanking.
talking about,
I don't
oh my
want to
God, we
tank.
missed off on this guy.
I'm not gonna argue with you, man. You don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead, again.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with
I
you.
don't know what you're talking about,
We're
bro.
we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Like you and I are seeing eye to eye. I don't want to lose that point. I don't want to lose that, right? So I want to give a perfect example of how stats lie, and how it can immediately dissuade those people that come in under optimism, and why we shouldn't always be looking at that, right? So who remembers not in the very beginning, probably like towards the first 30 games of the season, where we were all still questioning whether or not this team's defense was legit. And the reason that we were questioning that was because we saw that 3-point possession teams were averaging a lot of 3-point attempts against us, but the percentages against us were really bad. So we're like, wow, like are we a really good defensive team, or are these teams just shooting badly, right? That was a question that came up on many different platforms. But it took more data for us to say we are a legitimate defensive team, right? It took way more data to establish that. Because a lot of those shots that were being put up against us.
Keyshawn, can you mute yourself, Keyshawn? Mute yourself.
A lot of those shots that were being put up were wide open shots. So the question became, are we really a good defensive team, or are those teams that we're playing against shooting badly? Until we started to play the good shooting teams and proving that it was a part of our scheme, is when we made the determination that this team is great on defense, right? When we start talking about all of these other teams that we could potentially play in the playoffs.
But Evergreen, what type of game? Why do I have to look at another team to? Why do I have to look at another team to give my team credit? We having a guy that had 5 blocks last game, and you know what happened? And you can see it because the guy before
You're
him was
giving the
blocking
team
just like
credit, but
that.
we have to look at context.
I'm right.
Hey,
I'm not trying to
everything is relative, family. You listen. In order for you to achieve and win in the playoffs, you got to play other teams. So, like, it's all relative.
I'm not trying to discredit what our team has done and what our team has accomplished. I'm on record multiple times saying that if we won 18 games this season. It was a success due to the shortened amount, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm talking about is the context of this free-flowing game that we analyze on a day-to-day basis. We aren't considering that the better players on these teams are injured. We aren't considering COVID. We aren't considering the fact that
and that's my point. Evergreen.
Listen. No, Evergreen. We don't have to consider that. Evergreen, we do not have to consider that.
Put this all into context.
Thank you, Evergreen.
And the reason we have to, we got to the reason is because we don't know what could happen if the situations were different. We don't know, so we can't detect the future. There's no way to analyze tomorrow's game.
So it's okay for other teams, but it's not okay for us.
Evergreen, your thing is cutting off, so your point is not even going through because you're very choppy right now. But I don't have that type of mindset. I'm sorry.
Like if Jason,
so it's okay for other teams, but it's not okay for us. Is that what you're doing?
That's not what he's saying, Darcy. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
What he's saying is that we got to relax and we have to look at certain situations teams went on too.
I don't know, man. Yo, y'all sound like, to me, you know what y'all sound like? Y'all sound like my stormtroopers. Y'all sound scared.
All right, but no disrespect, Darcy. You get Gabby, you sound delusional if you think we're making the finals. Get out of here.
Listen, here's what it sounds like to me. It feels to me like we trying to win battles and losing war.
Right.
If to me,
Ronald, no, Ronald. I see the opposite. We got to win battles.
Let him talk. Let him talk, man.
We losing battles.
Chill.
Here's my point.
You're telling me to put the flag down. No, that's a bad attitude.
You can rebut the point as soon as I'm finished giving it, right? Because I listen. All smoke is welcome when it comes to the point. And if it's flawed, then it's flawed. And if it's strong, it'll be bared out in the chat and whether or not you can respond to it. But at the end of the day, right? What I don't want us to do, matter of fact, and I don't even need to. We don't make basketball decisions, so don't really make that much of a point at the end of the day, right? But your front office has told you for the most part what they feel about this roster. When there's $10 to $12 million sitting on the sidelines, when they could have did something during the free agency,
and they don't even say much,
right? Yep. And what they're doing is going back to my analogy about losing the war. They said, you know what? We're looking really good right now, right? Let's try to win as many of these battles as we can, but we're going to go ahead and put some of the reserves to the side, right? We're going to put some of the reserves to the side. I think Freezy. I've never been in the military, but the analogy that Freezer used was boots cost money, right? And right now, we're not trying to use boots to be in training exercises. Right now, we in training exercises to get ready for what's to come, right? And so at the end of the day, in my opinion, right, when it's all said and done as it comes to this team, in short time, we'll be in a situation where we're ready to go to war and win this whole thing. Right now, we're ramping up for what it's going to be. Because if the front office, by all indications, had an opinion that this team was ready to compete at that level, right? And the players will determine whether or not we will win it all, right? So you could judge the players' responses versus the front office response. But the truth of the matter is, again, when you play 4 games in a row, right?
And you can lose one of those games because it's a best of 7. Best of 7. It's not just 4 games, it's best of 7.
Right, and you still got to win 4. So that mean reversion matters.
Okay, so you have to say You got to eat 4 out of 7. You cannot say 4 games in a row and not undermine. We could lose one game, and that kills your analogy of like, oh, if we have a war and there's a battle. No, right now we lost a battle against the Suns. I haven't lost the war against the Suns. I'm gonna go to the Suns' house and I'm gonna beat them. It's just like it's about energy, and you guys can't wake up in the morning and be so negative about like
that. Right? How are we negative?
From a basketball
logical facts.
Right? Here's from a basketball perspective in terms of the roster we have. The game plan that the Suns employed is one that is concerning for me in the playoffs. Julius is the only one that matter of fact, it's like anybody can beat us but Julius. Was their game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if a team employs that for 4 straight games,
it works.
Who on our roster has been consistent enough to determine us being able to beat any given team, especially when they're a gifted offensive team? And our team has ways to go. We didn't bring in the reinforcements.
That's the thing. That's the thing with
right
this
now,
team.
we training.
You never know who's gonna step up. We've seen it all time and time this year. Alec Burks has stepped up, right?
Facts.
At certain points, right?
Facts.
Reggie Bullock has stepped up at certain points.
It's different when it's a series.
Winning games.
Playoffs. Have you seen Reggie Bullock dominate playoffs?
Totally
Alec Burks is not a good playoff performer.
Listen,
but you don't know what he's gonna do.
They're gonna fight, but
the person
what he did all of these previous years. What he did all of these previous years, you cannot add that into this year and just say he's not a good playoff performer because you don't know what he's going to do.
Because it's fact.
I want so bad. I didn't say that so bad.
Can I say something? G Money. I didn't let y'all talk. G Money.
Hold on.
You can say that after the playoffs.
G Money. I believe you're wrong. Again, this is a different tournament. The way we look at FIBA, the way we look at the Olympics, the way we look at all of that, this is the Olympics right now. We send a Team USA, and obviously we don't have the talent of Team USA. I know you're gonna say that, but I'm saying right now, teams like us are the teams that survive. A Big 15 type of team. Remember during the bubble, the reason why the Clippers couldn't eat their cake and they let the Lakers eat their cake was because one of their players decided to go to a strip club. I don't see the type of leadership in my team that's gonna go to get some chicken wings.
Hey, here's the other thing. This is not the NCAA. This is not FIBA, and it's not the Olympics. This is not a win one in your end type situation. You get teams.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is because of the situation of COVID. You having 2,000 fans. You having to travel and seeing the same team back to back.
So you're saying that COVID is going to turn a 4-game winning required situation into a FIBA situation?
It's a best of 7. Stop saying 4 games. It's best of 7, Ronald. Best of 7. I could lose 2 games and then win in game 6. So stop saying 4 games.
Listen, the law of averages are not on your side when it comes to this, brother. That's not
the thing. Yeah, you can't always rely on averages.
I gotta go to work. Freezy, thank you for throwing the grenade out there. As always, it's always good to argue the points. G Money the Machine. Mama Fred. Everybody else, love y'all, brother. See y'all next time.
All right, man.
Another bomb bite with us.
I'd say Tibbs will have us ready defensive-wise, but our scoring, we need another scorer that's going to be there.
Exactly. We don't know who's going to take over the game offensively in the playoffs. Exactly. Because if you
make an upset, I have Derrick Rose being like the sleeper during the playoffs. If D Rose can elevate his game, we might upset a team. We might upset a team or two. I don't know. But to say that we can compete and score to get to the finals with these other teams,
we can't.
It's ridiculous. You can defend all you want, but
I said Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not saying
if we play Philly or Brooklyn, no way we get that far. If we play Philly or Brooklyn, we're going home in the second round. I'm telling you right now.
That's a fact. Philly or Brooklyn.
So, I'm not. But this is the thing. G Money. Look how you talk. Look how you talk. You're going home. Look, my man. We haven't even played 1 game in the playoff, and you have the audacity to
thinking we don't rebound the ball with Philly.
Hold on.
You're a fake fan, bro. Y'all just weren't the worst fan.
Hold up, bro. Our head coach says that he is going to the rest of the season, the rest of the playoffs, he is going to rely on his defense winning games.
You don't think one of your
Tim
favorite players
said that
from
out
the
his
Nets,
mouth,
you
bro.
don't think
What are
players
you
don't get
talking
injured?
about, bro?
You think players don't
The
get
teams
injured?
we
our
play
players can get
against have
injured too, right,
better
niggas?
offense.
You need
Do
offense
you
too,
really
not just
believe
defense.
defense
You
wins
need
games?
offense, bro.
You need both.
You need
both.
offense, bro.
You need a star
Both.
you can really go to and be like, all right, here's the ball.
Okay, can I ask
Thank
G
you,
Money?
Durant, Kyrie for the
How
Nets, for the
many
Sixers,
minutes?
Joel Embiid.
How many minutes is Emmanuel quickly averaging on
Bro,
the
don't
season?
ask these questions. If come on, man, you really
Can I no? How many minutes? You don't know the answer. Emmanuel quickly is currently averaging 13 minutes per game.
So you
We
think
have
if he
Emmanuel
boosts his
quickly,
minutes up, he's gonna be elite scorer and help us go to the championship?
and that's what
Like,
I'm
is that
trying.
what you're
And that's
about
what
to
I'm trying to say. We have
Is
a
that what you're
a
gonna
little
say?
vote. We have an offense that we have suppressed the whole time. We have not let we have not let him go and just take the ball. But when we do, and we could do that in the playoff, we could take out he could be what's the name of Mitchell from the Utah Jazz. I see Mitchell when I see him shooting. He's so confident that I believe that maybe Emmanuel quickly will wake up in the playoff. He's gonna be the story of the playoff, and that's the type of energy we bring into our team. We think about the type of players that could wake up. Look, we are a type of team that the next man up. When Taj Gibson, when Mitchell Robinson went down, we brought in Taj Gibson. When Taj Gibson went down, we have no spell. So we are a team that back up our
There's
players.
gonna be good coaches in the playoffs that have
And
seen what we
also,
have done.
Doc
and it's
Rivers
gonna-
makes better adjustments than Fibs in the playoffs.
They're gonna
Those are
make
facts.
better adjustments. It's not these teams that we're playing aren't gonna be bad in the playoffs. They're gonna be elite teams in
Exactly.
the playoffs.
If we
Great
play
coaches,
Philly,
they can
we'll
all
get killed on the board.
Doc Rivers couldn't even control his players from going to a strip club.
And
Come on,
Fibs
we're not doing
lost in the
that.
first round. As a 1 seed. My point exactly. And also, if we play Philly, how are we going to rebound the ball? Tell me. We're not a great rebounding
getting
team.
50.
And B, I don't know about 50. I won't go that far. I say like
But
35.
you know what I mean. Embiid's gonna dominate the game. He's gonna set the tone. He's gonna set the tempo.
Sure, and don't forget, Danny Green can hit the big shot. Steph Curry can hit the big shot. Ben Simmons can go to the basket. We've seen it all season. Tobias Harris can hit the big shot.
With Philly, I think that's when Norvis Pell is gonna be a good addition because Norvis Pell. Remember when we sent Enes Kanter to the Blazers, and in the playoff, Enes Kanter started getting 20 for 10, a bunch of rebounds and things like that. I think Norvis Pell could do that because he could have the same chip on the shoulder when when
you're stopping B 4 times out of 7. That's what you're telling me.
Norvell
talking about
Pell
the
isn't
post.
gonna even what? Embiid's gonna body that man.
Bro, that man
Norvell
only played
Pell?
1 game in the playoff, man.
Like, what do you? Come on, man.
And if we
But don't
play
you feel
Brooklyn,
like- don't you feel
tell me
like
how we can
players
stop
love to
Kyrie.
Don't you feel like players love to play against their old team? You know, when Bullock goes to Detroit, he scores 20 points. So I feel like having there's a reason why we got him and we signed him. So he must have some type of dirt on the 76ers.
They got him because they felt like they felt like Noel was gonna get injured because of the bigs that he's going against. That's why they got Pell.
Yeah, Noel.
Because he was a body. He was a body.
Yeah,
on the
but
roster.
when I think
just
of
in case if Noel gets injured.
Yo, but
So
Mama
we
said,
don't know what he's gonna do, bro.
Mama say, when I think of Norvell Pell, I think of like, remember when New Orleans? Remember when New Orleans won the championship, and then 2 years later we find out that New Orleans was telling players like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you 100,000. Yeah, 100,000 if you break that guy's leg."
The Saints had Jonathan Vilma and those boys. You're talking about Norvell Pell or whatever his name is.
I think
the
he's just
Saints
gonna
is good defensively. They just break people's bones.
Well, he did it to Trae Young. Are you guys there?
I don't believe that we can beat the Nets or the Sixers.
All right. You can win that argument.
I do believe.
But let's go.
That we could face is the Bucks. I think we could take the Bucks like 7 games.
Yeah, we can take Milwaukee.
That's a team that's good that I think we can really go against.
That's my point. That like we got an advantage.
Like, it really has to go in our favor for us to go to the
We
finals.
have to make it real.
But Mama said,
it has to be a whole bunch of upsets.
It's already in our favor. It's already in our favor because they're not supposed to be the third. We're not.
Playing with house money. That's a fact.
That's true, but that's regular season. So
we playing with house money. Yeah, you're right. That's a fact.
That's
true. But still,
fact.
At the end of the day, you know what it is. It's gonna be stars. Superstars take their.
You need a superstar to win now.
But look, if we make it to the playoffs, if we make it to the playoffs and make it to the second round, we solidify a superstar coming here. We solidify a superstar coming here if we make, because I know we're gonna make it past the first round. I have no doubt.
Mama said even before KD and Kyrie joined the Nets have the good blueprint when it comes to who wasn't the Knicks.
No, I'm gonna take that back. We solidified a superstar coming here. Period. Why? Yeah. Because we are in the playoff talk.
Yeah,
the Knicks are in the playoff talk. So next year somebody's coming here. I'm not even worried about the playoffs though, bro. I know we're not gonna go that far. I'm just saying we'll make it past the first round. That's it.
Facts.
That's it.
You know what? The Nets?
I can say on record like, oh, I can be on Man Show and say, oh, we're gonna make the Eastern Conference Finals. We're gonna make the finals. That's just me being optimistic. That's just me selling out on my optimism because like I'm a Knicks fan. I grew up a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? My whole family is a Knicks fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say stuff like that. But
sometimes you gotta
to be realistic, bro. I love basketball, bro. I watch all the basketball games, and to play the teams that we're playing in the playoffs makes it very hard because you need offense, bro. A lot of these teams
and the go-to guy.
You need it bad. You need it for 4 wins.
And you need a go-to guy that can take over the game. We haven't seen Randall in the playoffs yet. We haven't seen RJ in the playoffs take over a series. So that's why I say let's think with a logical term. Anything could happen doesn't mean it's going to happen.
So we could agree that we have a what if. There is a what if in the table, right? But can we also give him credit for this season that
I am giving him credit. It's been a great year. I am giving him credit.
Aspirations right now.
I am. I said it's been a great year, but I also have to be honest. I'm not going to say, "Oh, we're going to go 16-0 in the playoffs and sweep everybody." That's what y'all.
That's crazy.
No.
That's what you think, man.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is this: we watch the Cinderella stories of like March Madness. Whenever a 16
that's
seed,
one game. That's March Madness.
Okay, the Nets did it. The Nets did it. The Nets actually did it before Kyrie joined. They were actually a good 8 seed. Or who was it last year or 2 years ago? Miami. I think there was an 8
Don't
seed,
compare us to Miami. Miami had a go-to guy in Jimmy Butler, had an all-star center, Bam Adebayo, had one of the best shooters in the NBA in Duncan Robinson, and also had an all-star point guard in Goran Dragic. And Eric Spoelstra was also winning the championships. And Iggy was a Finals MVP. Don't compare us to Miami of last year. Stop.
No, but why is it that?
But why can't we though? Why can't we though? I don't understand that.
That's a good blueprint. I think we have that type of blueprint.
It's a blueprint. It's not we're saying we're exactly like that team. It's a blueprint to how we achieved this season. You know what I'm saying? And how they were an upset to other teams.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts. So
we can do that, but at the same time, it'll be hard because we don't have no offensive players. The difference between us and Miami is that they had
Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson.
They had multiple scorers. We only have one.
Yeah.
Mama said, "Stop saying that. Stop saying that. We don't have just one. Like stop. You are.
What do you mean we don't just have one? Has Burke been consistent all season? Yes or no?
Not much.
Has Bullock been consistent all season? Yes or no?
Not much.
Has Quickly been consistent all season? Yes or no?
You cannot put no. That's not what I'm going to allow.
No, I mean he's more consistent now.
No. You cannot use Quickly in the same argument as Bullock. Bullock gets put as a starter all the time.
They're on the same team.
No. Quickly does not play the same minutes. Quickly is restricted. Quickly
it's not about the minutes. It's not about the minutes being restricted.
He's averaging 14 minutes. How are you gonna put Bullock and Alec Burke? Like, no, the veterans have been getting more play than the young guys. So stop bringing that young guy. No. You're wrong with that. And what I'm trying to say, is this. What I'm trying to say is
They
this.
play. He plays minutes, though, correct? He plays minutes, though, correct? Quickly plays minutes, though, correct?
He plays less than 15 minutes a game. That's what
he
averages.
plays, though, right?
Not enough to actually make an impact. It's enough for, like, let's say if we lose him by 8, quickly comes in with his offense and scores 15
let's say
points.
He plays more and he's playing worse. Then what are you gonna say? Maybe more minutes. Maybe he's not getting more minutes for a reason. I'd rather have D Rose out there 20, 25 minutes doing his thing, doing his magic.
Okay,
honestly.
Prime example. Look at the numbers that he scored 31 points. Look at the numbers that he scored 31 points. He shot up like 40-something from the field. Do you really want somebody like that night in, night out shooting 40 shots and only making 31 points?
But you're not really.
Do you really want to trust somebody putting up 40 shots and only making 31 points?
I'm
not asking for a win. I'm asking you to.
And also, Carlos on the chat made a good point. Teams made double Randall. Don't forget about that too. Carlos S made a great point. Teams are going to double Randall. Are we going to consistently hit those shots in the playoffs?
I'm wrong. He put up close to 40 shots.
They
it was
might
like
have
30-something.
Randall.
He
I
put
don't
up
think they're
30-something
immediately
shots.
double Randall. But yeah, man.
I think Randall has a. It's up to Randall to either get us to the Eastern Conference, because I believe that right now there's two kingdoms of the NBA that one is trying to take over and the other one is leaving. You know, LeBron, CP3, that class is leaving, and then you have the Zion, Lonzo, like Ja Morant, or like RJ's class that is trying to take over. They're the new investment of the NBA. They're gonna be here for the next 15 years. Randall is in between that. You know, Randall is a little bit old to say I'm a veteran, but young enough to say, hey man, I want to be the next LeBron. So why am I wrong for saying maybe Randall is going to be that
in the playoffs yet in his whole career, right?
Thank you.
But then you can't use that to say he.
So I can't go on what you're saying because there's no proof to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! But that's being low spirit. You guys are such a low spirit.
Not a possibility, but we're saying there's no proof to back up what you're saying.
You're a low spirit fan, man. Like you guys.
It's not low spirit, bro.
And you're delusional,
That's
look,
crazy.
Look, you can take the horse to the river, but you can't make that horse drink that water, bro.
Yeah.
You can tell me, oh, that water's good the whole way going there. You can tell me that water is super.
Yeah, but Mama said, do you know Jamal Murray before he went off in the playoff?
Yes,
we didn't know,
bro. Maybe you
was
not
doing
other
Jamal
people
Murray
did.
was.
People knew when he got drafted. People knew him.
People knew when he got drafted. They knew of him. He was what? Come on, man.
He didn't know about
they knew
Jaren
stories
Jackson, so
about
maybe
him and his father going crazy, training him. They knew that. People knew them stories of him up there in Canada getting trained by his father.
Maybe
viciously.
His dad didn't know Jamal Murray, but I'm sure everyone.
But yeah,
did.
word, man. Come on, man.
So
like,
don't compare us because
Jamal
you didn't know.
Word.
Nah, man. All right, so next game, next 10 games. What's your predictions of next 10 games? Are you guys going 6-2?
9.
Last 9 games. Sorry, 9 games.
6-3.
6-3 sounds a little bit more reasonable, right?
Yes.
The Nuggets. Do we lose both games in LA?
I got 5-4.
I think we split.
I got 5-4.
G Money. I was looking at yesterday that our players are gonna be literally 5 games in Los Angeles. So I think
we split.
I think that, like, let's say, hopefully the spirit of like Kobe, or let's say Randall showing them like, yo, I used to as a rookie. You know how like Randall is gonna have those rookie stories with his players. Like, yo, I started here. I used to eat in this coffee shop. I used to, you know. So I feel like it's gonna give a good niche to the team. Also, when Randall say New York, we here. It's meaningful when he does it in the Garden. I'm not gonna say it's not, but when you say it in LA after winning a game, I think that defines a warrior type of player. Like that will mean more for me for him to get a W over there. You get what I'm trying to say?
I know. I just said that we're gonna split in LA. If I had to choose, I say we may beat the Lakers because again, LeBron.
I don't know we're gonna lose. I do not know we're gonna lose. I do not know we're gonna win. But there's a two-part thing to this. It's being optimistic and being
realistic.
Real.
Thank you, Mama said. We can be realistic and think logically and be honest.
And the realistic thing is that the Lakers right now
every time we win, best believe I'm gonna be on the man show, hyping this team up every time. If you see that show, y'all know I be hyping up. So I'm not saying that I'm not real. It's just that I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, we can go to the finals. I'm not really gonna do that and walk out the room and be like, yo, I believe.
No,
that.
it is
I don't
verbatim.
believe that. No, I'm just doing that because I know it is hype to say that.
It is verbatim. It is verbatim, and I might be the only one in that boat. So I understand what you mean. I understand it's scary sometimes to give in too much. We always give in to the Knicks, and the Knicks always find a way to disappoint us. We're used to that. It's the PTSD in us. We have PTSD as fans.
No matter what, it's been a great season. It's been a successful season. That's what we're trying to say.
That's my point.
32 years old. I've never seen a winning team, bro. Yeah, I seen them go to the playoffs like when I was young, but I was a little kid. I'm a grown man. Like I've never seen a winning team, bro. Like literally, like.
No, actually, you know what Mama said. I'm gonna give you a funny story. I remember.
Kid, I wasn't really worried about basketball. I mean, I was trying to play basketball my damn self, so I wasn't really worried about the playoffs.
Let me give you a funny story. Let me give you a funny story. Actually, what was it? 2 years ago, I was in Costa Rica, and I was in a hotel. So I see this like a bunch of like five Panamanian soldiers coming in. You know when soldiers walk. You know.
Playoffs in 2014, 15. Come on, man. Like
no. So this guys came in, right, and like 3 a.m. I saw them, whatever. Then later on, we were watching the Panamanian game. So Panama qualified to the World Cup. Yo, I saw 40-year-old men that an hour before they were strong and big military men crying like babies, bro. Crying like, yo, I never thought this was gonna happen. Just because they made it to the World Cup. That was a big deal for them because that was the first time I think Team USA didn't make it to the World Cup, so Panama got in. So I understand how a lot of fans feel, mostly when the older fans, because like if you go to MBK, when you look at like the stats of Knicks fans, if you're a 2000 fans, it's like $1. If you're a 1990 fan, it's like $4. If you're a 70s fans, it's like $15. Meaning that they invested a lot of time in their team, you know, and that's why also like Knicks fans, we have the best fan base. If Abuelito is a Knicks fan, then Pops is a Knicks fan, then you a Knicks fan, and then you understand it's a bigger investment than when you have a team like the Warriors. The Warriors were good for 5 years. Now they're whack. Now everybody bandwagons to the Lakers.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, my Eastern Conference Finals prediction is going to be the Sixers and the Nets. That's my Eastern Conference Finals prediction.
So who eliminates us? What round?
Second round. I think we'll get out the first round. I believe we can beat.
Against who? Against who? Nostradamus.
No, we can beat Boston. We can beat Atlanta. We can beat Charlotte. I think we can get out the first round, but in the
We could
second,
beat the Bucks. Say it with me.
we could beat
the Bucks.
Milwaukee. We could. Milwaukee's streaky. But
No,
I
say
said in the
it with
second,
me. We could beat Milwaukee. Get that look.
I
Milwaukee
just
is out of
said
the
we could
picture.
beat Milwaukee. I just said that.
Thank
we could
you.
beat Milwaukee.
Thank
I
you.
just said
I
that.
love to listen. I love to hear it from you. It feels good when you say it. Maybe you have some type of energy.
We can certainly beat the Bucks. Milwaukee, they're a good team, but they're inconsistent. I'm just saying in the second round against Philly or Brooklyn, I do think we could take both teams to 6 games. I believe that. But
I think we could beat Philly. I don't think we could beat the Nets.
We're gonna beat Philly?
If there was like I don't see.
You can't say what ifs. You can't say no what ifs if you say
if let's talk about now. And besides, when was the last time we beat the Sixers in a game? 2017?
No. Philly's tough, and playing in Philadelphia, they're gonna be screaming just like us, so their fans are just as passionate.
And exactly. When was the last time we beat Philly? 2017, I think. Benson's not lost a game versus us. Nick, yes? You just bounced. Wow. You just bounced. Wow.
All right. What's his name? Keyshawn.
Yo.
So what do you think, bro? You think so what's the looking like? We going to the Eastern Conference Finals or no?
Patience, man. Patience, my young Padawan. Not yet, man. We gotta take steps, man. We can't. Everyone wants to skip steps. That's what Knicks fans always want to do. As soon as they see something good, let's get this guy. Let's get this star. It'll be perfect. And then we set everything back 5 years. So everyone just needs to relax. We really good situation. I think
exactly.
It's like second round. As long as we don't play Miami or Philly or the Nets. Yeah. But good. But if we do have a chance to beat any of these teams, I think D Rose would have to rewind the clock. And I think he can do it, but not sustainable for a whole series.
Right.
Yes, sir. And we have to rebound the ball. We had to crash the glass. If we play Philly, we got to try to crash the glass over Embiid and Howard, and that's going to be hard.
Super.
If we had Mitch, maybe.
Super. And they got shooters all over. Philly's different this year.
Joel Embiid can shoot. Danny Green, Seth Curry, Korkmaz, Maxey, Milton. Shake Milton killed us at the Garden. A lot of them. And then against Brooklyn, the good news, the Nets are not a great defensive team. The bad news, they have multiple go-to guys. 3 of them.
They could put each of them in each quarter. It doesn't as long as KD's healthy, I think they're gonna go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay, but what about us making it to the playoffs, right? And we have 25% of the 6 men.
What do you mean?
Okay, arguably, in the history of the NBA, most teams' 6 men is the crowd.
Right.
In the playoffs, we're getting 25% of our crowd.
True. I mean, the crowd could help us a little bit. You have a point.
That's what I'm saying. Most of these games, do you think that could help us in most of these games?
I know that can. That's why I think we can win 2 games against Philly or Brooklyn. That's why I think so. I said that we can win 2 games against anybody, especially at home. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying is that let's hold the brakes a little bit, though. We're a good team, but we're not championship level yet. And for people to say, anything could happen in the playoffs, okay, you have to look at matchup. Okay, you have to look at matchup. All right, it's like not. Listen, I understand certain series have been upsets before, but it's rare you see an upset with 1-8, 2-7, something. It's rare you see that though. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going to get swept. That's not what I'm implying. That's not what I'm saying. But I gotta be an honest Knicks fan. Teams gonna double Julius Randle. Are these guys gonna hit shots in the playoffs? We don't know. We don't know. And also, and that's what I'm saying. And we gotta crash the glass because against Brooklyn, we lost the rebounding battle to the Nets. Think about that. The Nets without DeAndre Jordan. Stomach that. I'm a true Knicks fan, but I gotta be an honest Knicks fan. I just say no matter what happens, no matter what happens this year, it's been a great year. It's been a great year to this point.
Yeah,
it's gonna be upset. It's gonna be upset though. It's gonna be upset and gonna work in our favor. If anything, if I gotta be optimistic, that's the only way we'll make it past the second round. Is the fact that there was an upset.
Yeah, I think the Bucks are just prone to get upset first round.
Sure, Milwaukee's inconsistent. Yeah,
because we got that plan, and the Wizards are looking very, very hungry.
Yeah, I want to see them versus the Nets. I want to.
That would be a fun series.
Yo, if that happens, I think, that's what I mean. Like me being optimistic, because I think if that happens, like they'll upset the Nets.
Westbrook.
I don't think the Wizards would
For some
beat
reason,
the Nets.
Westbrook will upset the Nets.
I don't think the Wizards would beat the Nets, but I do think they can win 2 games.
Nah, I think they can win more than that. We're gonna go. That series is gonna go to 6.
I said the Wizards can win 2 games. That's what I said.
It's gonna go to whole 7. Like they're gonna win 3. It's gonna be 3-3 between both teams. It's gonna go to game 7.
I don't know about KD. Gonna be scared. I know that. Westbrook off the mouth. He gonna want him. Definitely.
I'm telling you, bro. Like those dudes don't like trash talk. You see, Kyrie Irving, he got mad because somebody said the N-word. He felt some type of way about it and lost his cool. And then you got guys on the court calling him a flat earther, and he get upset. He be wanting to fight.
Westbrook gonna come with that bulldog mentality.
James Harden, he don't like to be touched. And it's the playoffs, and everybody's hungry. He's like, they only had 72 games, and certain teams is like, oh, I'm in the playoffs. I never been in the playoffs. Oh man, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down this year in the playoffs. I believe it.
Wizards are dangerous though. Wizards are pretty dangerous though. So, how good do you think we'll be on our road trip? I think we can go 3-3 on the road trip. What do you guys think?
Oh man, huh?
I think we can go 3-3 on the road trip.
I think we'll go
I'm back in the right time. I'm not saying 3-3, 4-2.
Look, possible.
Wait, the road trip is.
I'm saying 6-0. 6-0.
All right, Freezy.
All right, Freezy. All right, so let's see. We're at Houston. We're gonna win that game, no doubt. Then we're at Memphis. Can go either way.
G-Money, go one at a time. Let everybody answer. So you got Houston. What you think about Houston? Mama said.
That's a no sweat on our brows win right there.
Yeah, that's a win.
Okay.
That's a win.
How about you, Keyshawn?
That should be a blowout win.
I agree. I agree.
Word.
Top low.
Game, I'll be upset.
Yeah.
Same here.
So, unanimous decision. Houston is a win, according to the panel. All right.
At Memphis. No, I noticed at Memphis.
Ja Moran. Okay.
I think we may drop this game.
Due to the fact that
I believe that's a win.
Due to the fact that the next games are hard, they got to eat their food first because you don't, like I said, you don't want to go to Boston or play Boston and let them decide your season. So you win against Memphis. I say win. How about you, Keyshawn? Yo, Keyshawn.
I thought you had to go to work.
Ronald,
hey,
what do you think about
work call? I'm out. I'm back in the building with my face.
I saw you took the Best Buy uniform on. So I'm glad to see you back.
Hey, listen, hey man, I'm gonna do like my conservative friends and say, man, we're not gonna disrespect work, homie. Work is work, no matter what it is. But I don't work at Best Buy. You know what I mean?
All right, Mr.
No matter what.
So what do you think about Memphis playing in Memphis against Yamoran?
Yeah, that's a win. I think we have a chance at 5-1. Somebody else threw that in the chat. I'm gonna go 5-1.
Okay.
No, Delano Steele. No, you misread what I said. You misread what I said. I said it's gonna be an upset this playoff. I think the refs are gonna be they're gonna let them play this year because of the fact that what we're doing on defense. And so you got teams like the Wizards that could potentially make the plan and make the correct spot to work in our favor. That's what I said. So if the Wizards play the Nets the first round, I think they'll upset the Nets. That's what I think.
Yeah, and even if they don't accept the Nets, they play them tough enough for you to say, "Well, damn, the Nets are tired." You know what I'm saying? Because like it's not gonna be the easy cake walk. You know, it might go to game 6 the most.
That's
I believe
if they make the correct spot. We don't know what's gonna happen because like they can win all these games and they can be in the what you call it the 7th spot.
Yeah,
and then they can play the Bucks or something like
Milwaukee. Yeah, it depends on what seed in that playoff tournament they get it.
Because when you look at the Wizards,
I want them to lose so they can because like the Nets are what number 1, right?
Yep.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
they
that's
have no
number
shot at
one.
the 7th spot.
Yeah, they don't have
All
those
right.
yet.
They don't have a
That's
shot.
what I'm saying.
So what's the next game after Memphis? G Money
at Denver. I think we can win in Denver. I think we can win that game in Denver. It'll be tough, very difficult, but I think we have enough to win in Denver.
Son.
You don't think we'll win there?
It's gonna be
who beat? I think somebody
that
just
game is
beat
gonna
Denver
go into
today.
overtime,
Yesterday,
bro.
No,
Whoever comes out on
Denver
top
won.
in overtime.
Denver won.
Yeah, they won. They beat. They
I
beat.
thought they lost to the Pelicans.
No, they smashed Toronto.
They can develop that infection of the abdominal wall.
So what do you guys think? At Denver, I think we may win that one, barely.
That's the only game I don't know because even without Jamal Murray, Jokic is balling.
True. That team is deep. Michael Porter, Capazzo, Joker. That team is
G
deep.
Money.
And then he got players around him that can score. So
G Money. I think that the only way that we beat the Nuggets is if we lose against the Memphis Grizzlies, and we probably gotta like make up that loss.
So play with more anger. I can say in Denver.
So if we come in 2-0, we might lose. But if we come in 1-1, we win. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay. So that game you're not sure, I can say, right? I say you're not sure about that game. Can I say that? That it can go either way?
I'm not going to say either way.
It's more of a day-to-day decision. So let's go like that day. I might say to like on this podcast, like I might say, okay, we might win today. But right now, I still got to see how the team is looking the day before, because I don't know if they're gonna have a good schedule enough that because Nuggets right now they don't want the Suns to gain their position. They don't want to lose that first position in the Western Conference.
The Suns are actually
Hold on. I gotta stop everything right now.
I see them playing. I see them playing, but I don't see them. Sorry, let me just finish. I see them sitting. I see them sitting their players for us. I see them sitting if they have a comfortable lead.
If the Suns are fighting for the 1 seed, I doubt it.
That's my point. The Nuggets, depending on that. Go ahead, Ron. The floor is yours. My bad.
Yes, your take is not 6-0. We shouldn't be losing to nobody based on what you said before I dipped.
Yeah, you said 6-0, man.
I say 3-3, maybe 4-2.
I think
we gonna beat everybody.
I think the West Coast is hearing about the Knicks a lot. So I think a lot of teams are gonna have that same CP3 attitude. Like CP3 literally said it. What the hell is wrong with this dudes? That's what he said. So when I hear that, it's like they love to look down on us. So when we go to the Staples Center, when we go to Phoenix, when we go to all those teams, they're not trying to lose against us. They know that usually I'm in Denver and I usually have 3 reporters. Now I have 10 reporters.
Sounds like the Matrix. Is it me or he sounds like the Matrix?
Are we winning, Gas, or are we losing?
Yeah, you chop me funny.
We winning or losing, Gas?
Now I'm saying against the Nuggets,
saying you sounding shaky.
I guess against the Nuggets we're losing.
Man, listen, we spent about a good 20, 30 minutes talking about.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. But you know what? We didn't mention altitude. We didn't mention that it's the mile high city. You didn't mention that like those people over there when they play, they literally in tune like jazz.
So now context matters.
Thank you. Now context and realism matter. Wow. All right, then we're at Phoenix.
Okay, Ronald, you got that one.
Let's use common sense for this next game. At Phoenix, that's a loss for me.
I think it's the opposite. I think that brings back Ronald's terminology of like the battle and the war. I think the war has not been won by the Knicks. The way we win the war is by going to their house and telling CP3 what this 37-year-old man think he is. And I want Randall to score 50 points. 50 puntos. 50.
50 puntos.
Okay. So it's gonna drop a 50 burger and we win. That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you guys think? We're at the Valley of the Sun.
Hey, now I'm giving us a dub there, and here's what my why is. Tibbs makes good game-to-game adjustments.
Right.
I have my concerns about his in-game adjustment, but as he goes from one game to the next, there's only 2 teams that we haven't beaten all year, right? Miami and Philly, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Miami and Philly.
So from one, I mean, I don't know if I put Miami is like a mirror image of our team. You know what I mean? So. I can see why it is that we've had our trouble with them, and every game has come down to the very, very, very end.
They got a blueprint. They got the blueprint,
right? And with a closer, right? So the way I see it, that Philly game, that Phoenix game, excuse me, they're not a team that's exactly like us. I think we have an opportunity there. So I'm gonna put us over the top on that one.
Okay. So some of you guys say we're gonna win in Phoenix. I think we may drop that game.
So right now, most of us are 3-0. I'm 2-1, but most of us are 3-0.
Well, let's see. I picked us to beat the Rockets.
Real quick, hey Chop, can we get somebody to say subscribe to the channel, smash the like on social medias? We had said that in about an hour and a half, man.
Oh no, definitely. Actually, let's do a roll call. Actually, shout outs to everybody in the panel right now. Shout outs to G Money. Shout outs to Keyshawn. Shout outs to Ronald. Shout outs to pleasure to actually be with you guys. Shout outs to Bodega, Push Nice, my nemesis. Shout outs to L Jordan in the building, Alan Wise in the building. Always with a good commentary. L Jordan, AP Trader out here. Shine Cup says call him Nick Dredge.
Run through everybody. Say everybody name.
Shout outs to Rick V. Shout outs to Ronald Miller in the building, like always. Delano say, okay, I got you, mama said. I don't trust you. Shout outs to who else? Carlos S in the building. Uncle Freezy in the building. Wacko Knicks fanatic. Wacko Knicks in the building. AP Trader in the building. Oh man, we out here.
Keep going. Keep going. 0.5. Keep going.
33 Savage in the building. Wapple Almighty says salute. AP Trader says salute. Everybody. Shine Cup says Knicks lose because Randall will catch a flat tire on his way to the game. Oh man, Shine Cubs, you out here with the negativity, I see. L Jordan said smack the like button. Always. Keyshawn said ya tu sabes, he out here. We know Keyshawn dating Keyshawn dating Latino woman, I see. Alan White,
yo.
Bodega Wi-Fi said we can't beat Miami. They're not the same without Crowder. Delano said, "Cálmate, hermano." Randall wants to drop 50. Randall won't drop 50. What I need Randall to do is guard his man on the goddamn perimeter. We can't. It's a family show. Guys, reason for us winning be coming from left field.
Yeah, don't forget the chat. Keep going. Julian Blum. Get everybody. Go ahead, Gas.
Nah, but I don't like reading because they mean, man. They very mean.
It doesn't matter. Salute everybody in the chat. Let's go, man. Hit the like to
Salute
subscribe.
0.5. Hit the like button. Waco say G broke reality. G broke reality is always wrong. Never does he explain what we're gonna do to win. Knicks for life. Shine Cup says I'm pulling up. So yo, Uncle Freeze let Shine Cups in. He got
Pull
his
up.
Shine Cubs in the building. Is all love. Rick V.
Rick V. Buzz Nuts.
Hey, we lit right now. The chat is lit. Make sure you hit the like button. I don't know how much people we have live, but we should be having more likes than people.
Mm-hmm.
And
keep going.
Right now,
keep going. There's a lot of people there. Call them out.
Call them out.
Shout them out, man. This only happens because of the chat, bro.
Otherwise, say 50, 50 y 50. Ronald Miller out here with the Shine Q salute family. Shine Q's hit the thumbs up. Delano out here I said, what is he said? I didn't say GD. I said, Delano, it's a family show, Delano. You got to keep it family, Delano. Bodega Wi-Fi sharing the StreamYard link. So make sure if you want to join in, if you think I'm wrong, get at me. Get at me. We right here.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't
then
worry
we
about
got
it,
the
Papa.
Clippers.
Don't worry about it, Papa. Gas salute. God bless you, man. Mama said, go ahead, baby.
Then we got the Clippers. What do you think? Win or loss?
The Clippers is an interesting situation. After we leave the Phoenix Suns, I believe that what's gonna happen is Julius is gonna get on his leadership role. Julius is gonna show them LA. Julius is gonna give them stories about when me and Kobe, when I was a young kid. So that's gonna bring a lot of motivation to the West Coast trip. You get what I'm saying?
Great take. Go ahead, Mama. Great take. Go ahead, Mama. Mama said,
I say we may drop that game. I have a feeling Kawhi may come back, Ibaka may come back. I think we may drop that game. What about the Lakers? I think we may get the Lakers. I have a feeling we're going to beat the Lakers. I have a weird feeling.
But G Money, don't you think that actually like the Knicks, like Randall's playing home? Am I wrong for saying that? Like Randall's playing home.
I know. I think we'll split. I'm just saying is that if I had to be a better man, you have to understand.
Randall home is Dallas, bro.
Oh yeah.
I will admit, look, I'm not sure about Nuggets, but the Clippers, no, I'll take that one.
Kawhi Ibaka may come back, so you gotta consider that though. The Clippers.
Okay, and how about this? How about our front office tells Tibbs, hey Tibbs, this is what we gotta do to get Kawhi to be able to come to New York, hopefully in 2 years or whenever his contract is up. So this is our performance, because sometimes you gotta get beat by a team to be like, man, you guys are good. Same thing happens to KD. Hey man, you guys are good. Let me join you guys instead of facing and doing like Jordan. Let me get the easy way out and join the Knicks next year.
Okay. So I think we go 3-3 on the road. So I have a weird feeling we're going to beat the Lakers. It'll be very tough, but I have a feeling we're going to beat the Lakers. I just think that with our defense and also the fact that the LeBron and AD are not fully healthy right now, I think that we may get the Lakers on, and I think that game might be on TNT. So what do you guys think? Guys think we'll beat the Lakers?
G Money, the Lakers right now are going to be the Clippers story of last year. They're gonna
Hey, everybody! I gotta run and I gotta end the stream here. But what I'll do is extend because this conversation be so dope, man. I hate to end it here, but I got to because I got some obligations I gotta fulfill. But I want everybody to feel welcome so that we can continue to have these conversations. My
Uncle
only
Freezy,
thing
but
though
let us finish.
is
Let us
you know what I'm
finish.
saying,
We only have
get
3 more
you know what I'm
games.
saying to pass the mic a little bit, man, and get some more get some more touches. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to hear Mama said, "Don't trust you." Chop it up some more, and some others. So, if we could chop it here, tomorrow, if y'all free. If not, you know what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah,
it
but
is what it is.
let
Want
us
to
wrap up.
send a
Let
shout
us
out
wrap up the.
to
Let us wrap up
my
the West Coast
brother
script.
from the mother, Chris.
We're done with the West Coast. We're done.
Are we done?
So
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, so I'll make sure I put the link out there early so y'all can jump on, man, and I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, bro.
Also, guys, make sure you comment after the